hopefully. Okay, and
This will go great.
gonna click that button because it rolls the intro,
Yay.
which is now a thing. So,
I now imagine the Yogscast intro for some reason. The song.
no, it's literally just a gif. Don't roll.
Other
That's what
YouTube
they do.
companies are available.
So yeah, welcome to, I guess, the first session of Aftermath, in which we
Take your
find
initiative.
in which you find yourself on a very large train that has just stopped in the middle of nowhere, very dangerous nowhere.
That's not a good sign.
For what reason?
This train stops about every 100 miles or so. And it does that because it does. Like
For how long?
About a week. It takes about 2 weeks to travel the distance. It's about 100 miles, and then it stops for a week, during which the maintenance, because they are very careful to maintain it, as nobody knows how to make replacement parts, nobody knows how to basically do a lot of the stuff.
Okay.
They are very careful with the maintenance, and also because it's a city, sometimes it's good to stop, because you need to resupply. And after half a month of travel, the city goes through a lot of stuff. You currently stopped nearish a river, which usually means that it will stop for slightly longer, because water.
Because fish.
Not fish, water.
Okay. Fine.
And every time the city stops is usually when the mail would arrive. By courier. So,
Okay.
You imagine having to travel behind that train just to deliver the mail.
well, the couriers will come in from across the cities. The 6 cities. 7. 6? 7. 6.
32.
The other 6 cities, let's say. So, where would everyone be found?
Well, my character would probably be exiting the train and heading to the river.
Okay. I imagine
I would be
Mathias?
doing the same.
Yeah? Mathias,
Yeah, I think most of us would.
you'd still be like,
Yeah.
alright.
I will be.
So, I'm going to assume you guys are exiting somewhat roughly at a similar time, for convenience sake.
Sure. I've already recruited Anne.
Yeah.
I'm at it off with Mathias.
Who is my gambling buddy?
Probably many people.
Is it body or is it person who gets swindled?
That's beside the
Yes.
point.
Bit of column A, bit of column B.
My gambling victim.
So I think we'll go with, we'll start with Anne, because, reasons. And those reasons being a small child in uniform, about 11, 10-ish, human, by the look of it, possibly elf, I mean, it's hard to tell when they're young, would run up to you, wearing a uniform that's pretty basic, but it's sort of shirt and tie type uniform, with a large sack over their shoulder, full of what you can assume to be letters, based on the fact that they are actually carrying it. And said small child will run up to you with a letter.
Who?
To me.
Yeah, to
Okay.
Anne.
Joanne, yeah. Does she say anything?
Yeah, he sort of proffers the letter, and, Miss Anne, I've got a letter for you here.
Oh, thank you. Does he need paying or something, or?
Custom to pay them about, what is it? It's 1 silver to receive a letter, costs a silver to basically to fund the service, and then, more than that, you would often tip them. Sometimes, some people do, and because they don't actually get paid very much at all, but a lot of people just tip them.
I'll give him 2 silver then.
Sure, okay. He hands you this envelope, which should be popping up on your screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Please note the seal. You have never seen this seal. Well, actually, yeah, roll me a history, I guess. to see
let's
if you know what the seal is.
History. Is that where?
Will
Where's that
Mathias be
located?
there?
Matthias can be there if he wants.
Yeah.
Right.
She's part of the treasure
Oh,
hunt.
there, I found it.
And are you gonna stop Matthias seeing it? History.
Uh,
Yes. No. You've never seen the seal before.
No, I guess I won't stop him from seeing it.
All right. So in that case,
I'm not sure what it is yet.
And I'll-
that should
Are you
pop up.
proficient
Have a
in
look.
history, Mathias?
I am.
Figures.
A seal made
There
of
we go.
17. All right. Matthias, that seal belongs to one of the. You can tell, based on the design, that it belongs to one of the families in Avriel. And based on the fact that it consists of 5 squares connected by 4 much smaller ones, which don't come out in the wax very well, it's probably one of the higher families that live in the upper tiers.
Hmm.
Right.
Interesting.
I'll open the envelope.
Okay.
Does
And that's
does
where I
Mathias
stopped
tell me
the
this
experience.
information?
Nah.
All right.
I'll just open the envelope.
That should pop up the envelope for you.
That's
The
where
letter
you-
for you.
That's where Mathias stops looking.
Let me see. Ooh. Mm.
For the record,
Okay.
top left,
Yeah.
that is your address and name,
Nice.
as you
Alright.
know. but yeah, I mean it's just an address. But
Yeah.
he's on Korea, sure.
Okay. So yeah. I'll guess I'll tell Mathias. Yeah, it's from my my younger sister. It's invitation for a wedding. For her wedding.
The name
no
at the
way.
bottom. Can you read it? Because it's
Well,
a script. Yeah. Do you?
Princess no, Princess. That's
Put it
it.
that way. That name and title are unfamiliar to you.
Yeah. That's
That is
right.
not. It
That's
is not your
all.
sister.
No. It's apparently what?
Do you show
So
the?
apparently I got a wedding invitation. It's for me, but it's not my sister's name that is on there.
Wait, what? And does it say it's your sister marrying?
Yeah, it's saying, as you know, General at Enen has graciously asked for my hand in marriage. I would love to see you here for the event. Please meet me at Avril Town Hall's gates on the 5th of 24th February next year. Your sister, Princess, blah 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 blah. Someone.
Plenty of. Wait, the princess isn't your sister.
Do you show him the
No.
letter?
Is sure? Yeah.
Matthias, you look at the letter. It doesn't say anything like that on it. You see the letter. You see that where might be an address in the top left. You see just sort of random scrolling, random characters that don't appear to say anything. And the entire the body of the letter, you see what looks like a few lines and possibly a signature at the end, but it doesn't appear to be anything. It's unintelligible.
Wait,
As if it's
what
written in a
language?
foreign language or code.
What languages is Mathias proficient in?
Okay. gonna do.
This
two
is written in
things.
common.
What?
First.
The language.
Second.
Okay, so first of all, costs a gold, please, for the detect thing.
What?
Detect-
Detect flux costs a gold piece?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Consumes it.
Can you not see that? It's written in
Oh
there.
shit.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh wait, of
Solve
course.
that,
the
then I'll
name-
just do detect magic.
All right, detect magic. Yes, the writing itself. Oh no. Yeah, no. It does not appear magical. You can't see it.
Okay, does
Well,
something appear
there's
magical?
your problem.
Does something appear magical if it's been altered by the flux?
It might do if it is the flux still sort of has any influence over it. Although
Okay, I
Matthias
guess-
would know if it is warded, he would. If the letter itself is warded, he would not be able to tell if it is if the letter or something is warding it. He wouldn't be able to tell if the writing was magical because
So-
he can't see it.
Yeah, but
I'm
I
just
assume the name and
thinking
address
magic.
are also on the envelope, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so basically the
literally
letter is for me,
checking.
but I don't know what the fuck it's supposed to say.
Well,
But-
you can
no,
read it.
No, it is. Yeah, it's still weird that Mathias can read it. But I mean inhoud.
Yargon,
Hmm?
is it warded? That's effectively what I'm trying to figure out here.
The
Would you sense the warding if you cast detect magic?
No, you don't sense the warding.
You might have to detect the flux
No, no,
ward to find the flux ward.
No. Wait, what? Detect flux wards?
Just use the flux ward.
Oh, these
Content,
spells
that's
are
it.
changed.
Yeah. So I mean, the content of the letter could have changed, because it's I guess folded up. Could it actually?
That is a possibility. In sayings.
Can I like? What is there something I could roll to like
I believe
guess?
you have detect flux ward as
Fuck
well
it.
to see if it was warded as a sorcerer.
I probably do, yeah.
So it
Now
basically
do.
it costs a gold
Please.
piece to use it.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Um,
How do I roll it? What do I
Mathias,
roll?
like,
It's just a
holds
You
the
don't
spell. It
roll
letter,
just
anything.
happens.
So yeah,
Oh,
you just
tilts
take
it upside down.
one thing off, and as long as you're touching it, you can see it.
okay. So let's take off a gold. piece.
So, are you holding the envelope? I assume. Are you still holding the letter?
Yes.
Okay. So as you touch it, the letter is not warded. But it has like the residual thing of it is still warded for a short time. It itself is not what has the ward cast on it, but it still is under the effect of a ward for a short time, although you can see it's quickly wearing off. What is
So-
warded is the seal, the wax seal,
Oh.
and it
So-
appears to be sort of keeping the envelope and the letter, but now that it's been opened, that is quickly wearing off.
And I can't read this at all. What is this? Fluxed?
You can't read it.
It's perfectly readable for me. It's,
But yeah,
Okay.
it
Um,
just
so
doesn't
the-
make sense to me.
The letter for the moment, you wouldn't be able to see through it with detect magic, basically because the flux still cannot have affected it.
Okay. No, but I thought I'd be able to detect the flux wards with detect magic, but apparently not. Got
No,
this one
because it is the suppression of magic instead of
Uh-huh.
magic.
Now I gotta see what I wrote in my bio again. Yeah. Oh yeah. So, well, it's supposedly from my sister, but I haven't seen her in a long time. But this doesn't
Well,
really
things
make
going
sense to me.
Is it warded at all?
The seal was from the envelope.
And the letter?
You
Not the letter itself. There's some warding left into it though from the seal.
Mathias, you would know of this. They ward the wax before they make the
Okay.
seals, and they keep the wax warded, and it will keep basically anything that's contained within the envelope, because it is the sealing.
Well, put it back in before it, I don't know, turns more gibberish then.
Yeah.
Being broken, that no longer will work.
Oh.
I was
Yeah.
like, can I ward it myself? That's not a spell I can use. So yeah, I guess
That takes an hour.
I guess the only way to find out is to go there.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. So
keep
it's
the
next
seal.
year.
Because that's Avril nobility.
Hmm?
Keep the seal in the envelope, because that's
Oh
Avril
yeah.
nobility for sure.
I'll just
Yeah.
like yeah.
I think at this point, Vesztel will come over, because you guys look. Well, one of you guys looks rather confused, and she comes over to figure out what's going on. You
Sure,
guys having
yeah.
trouble reading that?
No, not at all. He has though. I meant
Can I-
like gesture
Can I
over
look
to
at it?
Strangely.
Sure. I'll let her see the letter, see if she can read it.
I look at the letter. Yargon.
Yeah, you look at the
Oh.
letter, you see the same thing as Mathias. It just appears to be gibberish. And
And
you
now
can
I'm
see
very confused.
there is, at the bottom, slightly indented, kind of like you would sign a letter, there appears to be a signature, but there are no characters, it's just a sort of weird scribble.
Can I look at the seal?
Sure. I'll show her the envelope.
Might
Wait,
be
is that a good
close.
idea? Yeah, sure. I do it anyway.
Okay.
I
let
mean, she's
me-
a rogue, but my character wouldn't know that.
No, that's the problem.
There we go.
And I'm guessing I'm gonna make a history check.
Yeah, you can make a history check if you want to know who it is.
That was
Oh,
lame.
Wow.
History 15. Yeah, it's one of the Avrilian, what do you call them? High-ranking families.
Really?
Ability?
Yeah.
Yeah, nobility, although not necessarily the royals. You wouldn't know that. You would know that it could be the royals, or it could be like dukes and earls and
Nobles
that kind of
doesn't-
that level.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Noble's really everyone above Baron, technically.
You're right. Although a lot of people use it to refer to royals only.
Yeah.
I will make this clear.
People are foolish.
So yeah, I just, if she gives it back to me, I would just put the letter back in the envelope and stow it away somewhere.
Yeah, I guess I'll hand it back to him.
Okay.
Her.
It's Anne.
Well, that's pretty useless then.
So, whilst we've got you three, all in one place, how about you just quickly describe what your characters look like?
Okay, I guess I'll go first. So yeah, my character is female, sorceress, human, and yeah, basically like my avatar. So white skin, bit of blue eyes. Wears like robes with a hoodie, and yeah, that's basically bit of blonde hair. That's basically it.
Sure. Yeah, Mathias.
Mathias is a half-elf, about 5'6", fairly slender build. He's obviously not very strong. He is in leather armor, however. But and he carries a short sword with him. But from his build, he's obviously not a real warrior.
Okay.
Vesztel, she appears to be a wood elf. She has a really dark brown or tan skin tone and black hair. She has deep brown eyes and an angular face. She wears dark clothing. She carries 2 short swords that you guys can see.
Okay.
Damn.
Does
That's
she
good.
carry anything? Does anyone here carry anything magic? Because I do have detect magic up still.
I do not have anything magical on me at the moment.
Me neither.
Unless someone messed with my rope
actually-
already.
I hope
Actually,
you have a
I have
focus.
I have a staff on me.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. And with that, let's cut to Mathias and I assume Pandal. Not Mathias. Sauriv and Pandal, who I assume are together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Sure. So, what are you two doing?
The
I'm probably
train's
I'm probably-
just stopped, hasn't it?
Yeah, stopped like an hour ago or so, because
Okay.
it's a very big train. It takes a while for everyone to get off. They stop, and then they have these huge ramps on the side which sort of open out.
I'll stick with Pandal for a while. Just whatever he's doing.
Yeah, he's probably just like looking around, staying quite close to the train, not really going anywhere, just kind of admiring the scenery.
Sure. It's You would be exiting on the northern side, probably. So there is a sort of the river delta. You can see it where the tracks are bridged over it. You can see that in front of the train as you get off, but as you go down the ramp, because it is about 3 stories that you have to go down due to just how big this thing is. As you come down, you can no longer actually see the river. You can kind of just vaguely tell that it's there based on the landscape and how it goes down. Off to the north, as far as you can see, just kind of grasslands, and behind you, obviously there's this massive train, but if you sort of walk along a bit, you can kind of get to one of the gaps between the 2 carriages, and only there you'd be able to see through to more grasslands, and then sort of hilly area in the foothills, and then these huge mountain range, all with white peaks and snow and everything. That's a ways south, but that appears to be somewhat in the distance, and it's very sort of blue and hazy because you can just about make it out.
I'm seeing that Pandal is just kind of pottering about and not doing much of anything. I'm just gonna say, "Oi, little one, I'm off a swim."
You swim?
I swim. You have
Swim?
a problem with that?
I have no problem. Sauriv, my reptilian friend.
Excellent. You'd like to join me?
I'm not really much of a swimmer myself. I'll just
Oh, you
lounge
can
about,
learn.
you know. I don't know. I'm pretty small. I might get hit by a rock and drown.
Ah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
If-
I'm
if
going to
you-
try
if
to
you
pick
say-
him up.
You mean a pebble?
I'm going to try and pick him up. Is that just straight strength?
Yeah. Are you going to resist this, Pandal?
No, Pandal will not resist.
Okay.
This.
Sure.
He's
Yeah.
not fucking with Lizard Man.
Oh fuck.
Oh, jeez.
Do you have let's see, 9 in strength, alright.
God.
Please don't kill me.
Let me just
I don't want to die.
he isn't killing
Yeah.
anybody with a 9 in strength. Let me just right, okay, so 50 plus what's this? 40. Okay. How much carry weight remaining do you have? Sauriv, roughly?
Just a second.
Probably 8
18
watts.
times
Do you have 90 left?
270. 190?
Oh, okay, you're fine.
You do not have to roll, you can simply pick him up, you can wield him as a weapon.
Please don't kill me.
Yes!
I now imagine
Ever heard of a
fucking
dwarf cannon?
halfling being used to.
Oh, okay, we're going here now. Okay, we'll swim.
We're going for a swim.
So, yeah, do you want to just get a quick description of these two as you carry him over towards the river?
Go on, Tom.
Like cradling him like a baby.
Yeah, Tom, you go first.
Oh no, he's up on my shoulders. My rather large shoulders, covered in scales. Sauriv is an abnormally large lizard folk with pale brown skins on his back and under his arms. No, sorry, on his front, and silver scales right down his back. Wearing very little other than basic loincloth and some small pieces of leather armour on his shoulder and left leg, with a great sword on his back and about 10 javelins as well.
Basically, I would imagine a barbarian.
Yeah,
He's a barbarian.
you can tell. Pandal, what about you?
Pandal is small. He's a halfling. He's about 3 foot. It looks about middle-aged for a halfling. Has brown eyes and like a kind of tan olive skin and some short chestnut hair and some long sideburns.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
He's a very classic halfling. He is wearing some kind of basic leather armor and it appears to have a rapier strapped to his belt. Although you look at his face, you look at his armor, you look back to his face, he doesn't look like he's ever had to use it in his life.
Nice. So, you carry off this small halfling, lifting him up onto your shoulder, from which the sort of height at which he might actually kill himself by falling, were he to jump.
Do we
Please.
see this happening?
as he sort of marches past the front of this ramp that you two are sort of still kind of, you three even, are still kind of stood on looking around this ladder, you see a barbarian carrying a halfling as you walk past the end of this ramp, a good 200 feet away.
Okay, I'm just gonna cast a glance at them, then turn back to the courier. Excuse me, there doesn't happen to be any post for a certain Mathias Greenfield, is there?
No, sir.
No, thank you very much. Then I'm just gonna turn back to the duo, like, hey, you're heading out?
We're going for a swim.
What he said.
Interesting.
Jolly good idea. Mind if we come along?
It's
All
not up
right.
to me, mate.
All right, I could teach you too.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna start walking. I'm gonna join them.
I'll follow Mathias.
So you join them, wandering off towards going for a swim, which is not too far towards the front of the train, which is the easterly direction, which is where the river is. You walk down this sort of 200-foot ramp, and they either have to wait or probably don't, not knowing, but assuming Sauriv. And
Yeah, Sauriv
Yeah.
doesn't wait.
yeah, so you end up sort of playing catch up for a bit because you are at least 200 feet behind him. But it's not too difficult
That's
to catch up
fun.
because he doesn't have a move speed of 40, and so you can
Yet.
Yet. That is a fire
Who's
alarm.
cooking?
That is a fire alarm.
I apologise, that is my parents.
Are they
We go
cooking
for
Burning
it.
the
again?
house down.
Are they trying to kill you?
They use it to
Again?
tell when food's cooked.
Okay.
It's like one of those egg thingies, egg clocks. But-
Yeah,
Egg
basically,
yeah, an egg timer.
but because it's smoking. And
they want their eggs well done.
that's a bit
a
well
little bit
done.
more than well done.
Yeah. So you march off towards the river. It's not a very big river at this where you are. In fact, it actually splits in two, not about a mile downstream, which you can actually see because rivers. It's a few hundred feet wide. It's a reasonably sized river, but it's not anything massive.
Oh, right.
And as you sort of begin coming down towards this river, there's the huge train tracks that are supported with massive concrete pillars and things. The tracks each have a separate bridge because they are so far apart and they are so big that there's no sleepers in between them. They are just two giant iron rails. There isn't anything connecting the two, and you can just you can see these, and you just have to go kind of a bit north to not be in the shadow. They cast quite a long shadow, but eventually you can get down to this sort of riverbed, not the riverbed, the riverbank, where it comes down. There's sort of a bit of, as the river curves around, from going dead north to sort of northwest. And as it sort of curves around gently, you can see this sort of sandy beach area that clearly floods every now and then, so there's not really anything growing on it.
Out of curiosity,
Hmm.
what would I have to roll to throw the halfling?
Are you aiming for something?
Just as far into the river as possible.
Adds to strength.
Just
And by doing.
I'm just going to say to Pandal, all right then. First lesson, throw him in the deep end, and
That doesn't sound like a very good idea.
8.
Sauri's advanced swimmer's course.
So, apparently you cannot throw a small halfling. Admittedly, he is a very small halfling to you. But as you attempt to chuck him, you really don't get him that far. You get him about 15 feet into this sort of, just into the water. And he splashes down, and admittedly, that is far enough that he could easily double his height underwater. But
Head first stuck in the mud.
he just sort
It's
of
deep for him.
splashes into the water. It's not particularly deep.
It's deep for him though.
Does
It is
look like
Everything's deep for
Does
me.
it look like he can swim?
I imagine no. He very much does not look like he can swim.
I mean, if he gets to that
Come
high
on, swim.
dexterity, he might be able to.
He can
mean-
try.
It's up to you if you want to be able to swim or not, because
This is Dungeons and
He would
Yeah.
have never had an opportunity to swim in his life, so therefore
Makes sense.
probably cannot swim.
He cannot swim.
If I see him struggling, I'll just run over to him and get him out of the water.
Oh no. If I see him struggling, I'm gonna go and get him out. But I'm just gonna wait a couple of seconds. Just to see first.
So, just a quick question. What about the cat and pseudo dragon, which you guys need to give me names for?
I did. I put a name
they
on the
with you?
character. On the
Oh.
character, its name is Nemo.
All right, sure. I've just added that.
Nemo.
Lost
Uh,
already.
Violet's gonna come out by the river.
Well, okay. So Violet is a small purple dragon thing with 4 butterfly wings, effectively, and looks like
That's
some
a
kind of
fairy dragon you did.
no,
That looks very much like a
Not-
dragon, yeah. please.
not anymore. It's not.
That relates back to the picture of the shirt I sent. Because of the DM. That's right.
As I said, I will be changing basically all of the creatures. Everything you think you know,
Sure.
you don't.
You think that's a boar? No, it's not. It's a dragon.
You think it's a boar, and then it spreads its wings and flies off.
Hate it when that happens.
Is it a snail? Is it a race car? Yeah.
You don't know.
Is it a bad Disney movie? Probably.
Yes.
Oh,
I especially hate it. Balls are tasty.
God.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so-
yeah.
Classic
So
Disney.
Pandal begins sort of splashing around and sinking under the waves.
When I see him starting to sink, I'm just gonna
Oh,
dive in
waves.
and head straight to him.
Sure.
I have 30 foot of swimming speed.
I imagine
so
you're
I can
capable
get
of swimming then.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So
No.
yeah, you can easily sort of hoist him out if you want to. Please note that you are.
You
all
could probably
completely
even
soaked.
walk.
I was actually standing. I was gonna say I was standing pretty far back, like at the very edge of the tree line, if there was a tree line.
It's not so much a tree line. It's more where the grass sort of stops and becomes the more sandy.
Okay.
The dirt becomes more sandy and sort of held together by
Well,
loose things.
I was
but yeah.
standing probably about 5 feet away from the edge of the beach,
Sure.
so I'm assuming I probably do not get wet.
No, you don't.
I'm just looking on. I'm not close enough to get wet, let's put it that way.
Sure.
I'm not trying to hide myself in any way, I'm just looking on like, what the hell is going on here?
It's not like they're making a massive splashing everywhere. They're not using magic to throw water around, but
No.
they're not exactly trying not to get wet because one of them's drowning.
I mean, I am trying. I'm just failing.
You just didn't have much choice.
Yeah.
It's
So-
I don't have any magic to throw like water everywhere.
There is magic to throw water everywhere.
Yeah, I don't have it.
You don't.
No.
You should take better magic.
Gentlemen, is this normal?
Oh no.
Mr. Lizard, I think you should throw him in the kiddie pool first.
I agree with
No.
that one.
This is how you learn. I'm gonna throw him again from the bank.
You can't learn if you die.
Okay, roll me strength. 19. Okay,
Is this gonna be the end of our Bart already?
so
I want to die.
you know the phrase dwarf tossing. That is the embodiment of the underarmed swing that launches Pandal up into the air off the bank. You find a sort of a slightly higher side bit where it's not so much sandy area. You sort of stand on that, the water cone comes right up to it, and just toss. And as you throw him, and he sails a good 30, 40 feet out.
I want to scream, "You scaline bastard!"
And
as I
then he
flick
gets
the
like
air.
eaten by a catfish.
Absolutely. And yeah,
Shit.
the river isn't exactly moving particularly fast, but it's quite it knows where it's going, and you begin sort of splashing around, attempting to stay on the surface, which is really not that difficult. So you can just about manage to keep your head above water for a little bit every now and then, although you do keep going under, and you are slowly beginning to drift downstream away from the train tracks.
Maybe you should let him get his clothes off first. I think they're dragging him down.
Yeah, seeing that I threw him out so far, I didn't quite mean to. I'm going to chase after him.
Okay, yeah, you
just
can
swimming it as fast as possible towards him.
you can get to him easily.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna be walking along on the water line. This is amusing.
And again, I'm just going to drag him back to the bank. Probably fairly quickly, but and once we get back, I'm just going to say, "All right, this is clearly not working."
I agree. Can you just like warn me next time, if nothing else?
I might.
No, you will. I've decided you're going to warn me.
Who am I now? And why should I do that?
Because we're agreeing on it now. Look at us agreeing.
Are we?
Yes, you just agreed, remember?
I don't think I did.
I don't know, man. I was there. I'm pretty sure you did.
I was there too, and I don't remember this.
Oh, persuasion.
Would you like to roll a memory check?
Sure.
Ah.
I got a 2.
I was going to ask if I should roll deception. Do I need to?
Yes. Roll deception.
Okay.
14. You're not sure. Your memory's a bit hazy. You might have just agreed to this. You don't think, though. I mean, it's not the sort of thing you do, but you might have done.
Doesn't seem like me. I don't
You okay? If it doesn't seem like you maybe should lie down.
Good
Not
sir,
feeling-
you did just agree because you don't want to kill your friend.
Yeah, exactly, you don't.
Oh yeah, that's a good
We're
point.
friends, remember?
He is my
That
friend.
happened.
Yeah, he is my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
couldn't-
Sorry.
I'll give you a warning next time.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
I didn't catch your names yet. I'm Mathias Greenfield, librarian.
I guess Pandal will, like, pull himself off the ground. And go, Pandal, old toffee.
Sauriv!
So, you just
Hello,
out here for a swim?
Apparently that's what was happening, yes.
Yeah,
Did
speaking
you
of
mean
swimming, I'm out.
drown?
Well, I'm N. Okay.
Very nice to meet you. No, I'm...
Oh, and this is Violet. Casually points at the pseudo-dragon on his shoulder.
That's
The
an odd-looking
pseudo-
butterfly you've got there.
The pseudo-dragon bobs its head.
Yargon.
Yes.
Can I make like a minor illusion of like a wave coming towards Vesztel? Vesztel?
I
Oh,
don't think you
sorry,
can
sorry,
because
yeah.
minor illusion can't be animated.
Doesn't
It's a still
move.
image.
Oh, then.
Sadly.
You can do sounds though?
You can do sounds,
believe.
yes. Yeah, the
Then I
one,
make the sound of a wave.
the one you want is major image, my dude, but that's 6th level. Well, 3rd level.
Yeah.
3rd and 6th.
Make the sound of a wave next to her. See what she does.
You hear a wave.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
What do you want?
Would you like to roll investigation?
Who is this?
You.
Sorry.
I'm just
Ah.
interested to see what she has against water. Or just
She
becoming wet.
doesn't have anything against it. She just doesn't want to get wet.
What's your hang on? What's your passive investigation?
My passive perception is 13. It's
Investigation.
probably
Would just like to see if she was like afraid
Ah,
of water
yes.
or something.
you should be rolling. This does not work. 1 second.
No,
What the
no.
hell is passive
Oh, wait, no, it does
investigation anyway?
It exists. It's like passive
I know.
perception, but
Holy cow!
Wow.
22. Okay, I don't know what the DC is, but it's not that. Yes. Somebody just cast a magics on you. Or near you.
I kind of look around, and
Anne did not sleight of hand, so Anne is pretty obviously casting magics.
I have sleight of hand.
You
You
didn't
didn't
do
do
it, though.
You didn't cast it.
Oh,
Yeah.
how do you need to? How? Wait, where's the
Yeah.
character? There it
If
is.
you want to make it
How do I?
subtle
I need to roll
anyway,
it, I guess.
A bit
Oh,
late
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
yeah,
For next time.
okay.
Try
let's
to act all
see.
casual.
Well-
I kind of glare at her for a moment, and then I just go back to watching them.
Right, well, Anne and I are gonna go if we can't find anything that used to be a civilization. Or a town.
There are towns out here?
If you're lucky.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go find me one of those.
Mind if I join in?
Sure.
Yeah, maybe they need a bard. I'm coming.
Who did you lose?
I
Tom
Oh,
He's fine.
Sauriv. What is up with the Sauriv, my dude? His computer died.
His computer. Rip.
Restarted.
Feels bad, man.
Oh, that's great.
Okay. Well, should we wait for him? I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His Miria restarts.
Technical difficulties indeed.
Right.
Oh, also, I fixed up Nemo's character sheet a bit. The damage on the claws was not there.
Do you want to go fighting with your familiar?
No, I don't. It's just it wasn't there at all. It only does 1 damage. I'm not gonna fight with my familiar.
Doot. That moment when you are doing important things. Right. Yeah, so just waiting on Billy James.
Yep.
He's so slow.
Don't be rude. And my thing has died. I have a feeling that this is going to be an absolute pain.
What died?
I hope not.
Oh no, I just thought of something. Oh, I just also thought of a way to get around it. Interesting.
Nice
Wait,
one.
what died?
Wow, problem-solving skills.
Yeah,
He rolled
Sadly,
a nat 20.
I can't tell you how to do it, so that's lovely. It would ruin all of my fun as a DM.
Oh boy. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, there
And
we
he's
go.
back, eh?
Okay, so me, who else was it? Matthias and Anne were gonna go explore and find cities.
I think Pandal agreed too.
And
Yeah,
Pandal
I thought there was going to be a town, and I wanted to
No.
see if they needed a musician.
Okay, so you
how
have come to go
many
look
happened
for
there?
what do you call it?
Lost cities.
Lost. Yeah, any ruins of any kind, really.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Let's
Let
start
me have
heading
a
north.
roll.
Along the river. Because that's where you find places.
And if I do get the option, I want to go ahead of the group and scout out a little bit.
Yeah, sure. You can go ahead.
Hey,
yeah.
Wait,
I
sorry,
want
what's
Violet
happening?
to fly
Oh,
I'm
nice.
slightly confused. What's happening?
They have decided to go and look to see if they can find any roads around the area or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Pandal will drag Sauriv with them.
You say drag.
Oh, yeah, encourage him along.
That's fine.
Just
Persuade
by
rather
the,
than drag,
dragging
maybe.
it by the loincloth.
I want to see someone build a halfling barbarian.
called,
That would be impressive. So
That would be
I have just rolled to see if you find anything.
You should GM roll so that people in the video can see it.
Video doesn't
It's
show
not
it.
a B video, so
Mm.
it's MP3, is it not?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay.
But what it does say is it does say a nat 20.
Oh no.
oh boy.
That's either great or hideously bad.
You stumble across a nest of wyverns. No.
I'll have Violet up in the air scouting.
Sure. Violet will sort of keep an eye out. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and give me a perception roll?
Me?
Uh,
for Violet.
No.
Oh.
I believe this is.
Because I was thinking I wanted to scout too.
Yeah, we need to read out rolls. MP3.
Yeah.
It's a thing we're gonna have to get used to.
Achievement proficient. Oh yeah, perception +3. Hey, I can use my own perception for this. This is sweet.
Can use hers as
Oh
well.
no, I can't. Damn it.
Click advantage. Click hers.
Can I even do that?
Yes.
I mean, I can just do this, you know.
All right. So
17.
17.
Why'd you?
Because he's special and doesn't know how
Yeah,
NPCs
'cause
work,
he's a dumbass.
which is
I don't
interesting
know how
because he
their character
DMs.
sheets work.
You DM.
I make proper character sheets.
That is a proper character sheet.
Zing.
So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
actually, no, he does. No, no, you don't. I've used your your NPC character sheets before.
Shit, yeah.
You're genuinely incompetent.
Roll a deception.
So anyway, 17. As she is sort of scouting around, and you are beginning to wander through an area where trees begin building up along the bank. It's usually sort of a good place to look because then you get timber and you find food in that kind of area, and you also find like deer and that kind of stuff live there. So usually good places for settlements. So you begin sort of wandering through this area with trees, and after about an hour or so of just sort of wandering around in this area, roughly in a straight line, kind of along the riverbank, Violet will fly down and will announce that she has found something. There's a clearing. There's a clearing, and it's got it's like that. Like there's a clearing, and there's something in it,
Yes.
and it's a stone, I think.
There's a stone in the clearing.
Yes, I think, but it's square. Like there's a square
Okay.
stone. There's more of them.
Oh, so it's
It
not the
looks-
natural stone.
No. She sort of rests on your shoulder.
Who wants to go and check out a square stone in the clearing?
Sounds scintillating. Let's go.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Might as well.
So you head on over towards what appears to be.
I'm gonna roll perception on the way there.
That's a good call.
Yeah, sure. Let me.
I will do that, but I have disadvantage.
And
Sure.
I'll have Violet roll it too. Cause why
Yeah, I'll
the
roll-
shit
no.
not? Where do I turn the advantage?
I am not rolling well.
Holy
I mean,
fuck.
I'll take that.
That's
Well then.
persuasion.
26.
Just persuasion.
That's persuasion.
Oh, well, that would be my bad then. I was like, that shouldn't be that high.
I got a 9, and
Still
then I'm going to
not
roll
great.
for Nemo as well.
Still in that 20.
Oh, you put Nemo with you?
Yeah. Why is
Absolutely.
it giving him this? Okay. Oh well. He
what?
got a 17 because that's the first one there. I don't know why it rolled 2 though, which makes no sense.
I'd
Surprise,
always-
probably always advantage.
Yes, they always roll with advantage unless you turn it off.
I don't
Um,
know how to turn that off.
Counting
But
has
I'll figure
advantage on hearing, if I'm right, yes?
He is advantaged on smell actually.
Smell. Okay, well, that won't affect this, so no. 17, 18, 11, 9, because, oh, you've got disadvantage, and a nat 20 from
Yep.
the cheat over here, and a 7. Alright, so that, what is your your perception is
No, I
plus,
roll
yeah, what-
persuasion back because I'm bad at reading things.
yeah,
The second roll is
Dyslexia
the
strikes
right one.
again, my dude.
another feeling, if we do that, I'm going to roll it here, and we'll carry this throughout the game, and the other game. If you roll it, just tell me what it is with the wrong other modifiers, we'll keep the roll, because otherwise it changes chance.
So it's really a +4.
So yeah,
Yes, it was 24.
so 24, but
Yeah.
it's still a nat 20, which means whatever it is, you succeed, supposedly. So, now I have to figure out what you succeed. No. Vesztel, you don't really see anything, but somehow you do slightly more than Sauriv, which is interesting,
Mm-hmm.
to be sure. But yeah, you see, as you're coming through the forest towards it, you definitely see that there is some kind of broken down structure. It looks old, it looks decrepit. You're not quite sure what it is. It could be basically anything. It could have once been basically anything, but it does appear to be broken down. But other than that, kind of the light dazzles your eyes a bit, and because it's in the clearing and you're in the trees, it's a bit hard to tell.
Yeah.
Nemo, as a familiar, has limited telepathy, which means that she reports pretty much the same thing. There is some stone thing. It appears to be made of blocks that have been sort of piled together, as though something had walls and was blown over. Mathias, you see this as well, my bad. And there appears to be one archway left standing. And Pandal, you note that it's almost as if there's something buried under the large rocks. You're not sure what it is, you can't really see, but it looks like there might be something buried under some of these giant boulders.
Okay.
As you approach. And did you roll perception? You did. 16. Oh, I missed that. Yes, so with a 16 you see the same as Nemo and Mathias.
Hmm.
And I'll bring you on over to this.
Well, there's a map for it, which means combat.
That's not that is not how that works. If you would like to go ahead and place down your characters.
Yes.
What direction are we coming from?
How does that work?
Right there, I guess.
Drag and drop.
Yeah, just drag them out and drop them. Yeah, pick a direction. Doesn't really matter
You
that
know what?
much.
She's on my shoulder.
What is this token?
Oh.
And who has saved their
It's a-
token as a
it's
JPEG?
Probably.
I think that's Luke. That's
Alright.
Is it the one with the white? Probably mine.
Yeah, look, you're gonna need some of that. Do you want to go? Do you guys have? You need to get your familiar tokens out as well.
What's that? Is it a pencil?
That appears
It's
to
a
be
flute.
Give me a moment.
Oh.
I have.
Is it the character token?
Apparently, I just threw it together in paint like 5 minutes before, just now.
The character token.
Nice.
Was Luke.
I'm working on
I'm
it.
looking-
right?
It's like someone who
For
took the picture too
Jurassic.
high, not expecting the guy behind the camera being so tiny.
No, is that a representation of your height?
Yes, short and has a flute. Defining
Ah,
character
yeah.
traits.
Nice. Yeah, I will fix that for you at some point, Luke.
Okay, thanks.
So, that's not what I wanted to do. Right.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you can do your thing. Investigate kind of at will.
Right. Violet,
How's
you
that?
know what to do. Tell me if anything pops up that wants to kill us.
Yeah. And then she just sort of flies off your shoulder and up and begins sort of hovering
just-
above it and looking around and
I'll
Thank
sort
you,
of
Isn't there a
think.
token for the dragon?
I'll
There is.
telepathically, as she goes, I'll say, we're any deer. I kind of feel like venison.
Fuck's sake.
do you want me to look for the or do you want me to
Not
look around for
specifically.
okay,
Just
I'll tell you if I
Unless
see any.
anything comes to kill us, because let's face it, we don't want to die out here.
Ooh.
Absolutely. So these
No.
Rolling investigation.
What the hell is this?
yes, you can roll an investigation if you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ah, I rolled so terribly.
Somebody could sure. So, Vesztel, it appears to be stone blocks.
Thanks.
GG.
You know what? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna
wanna-
look specifically to see if does this
Oh,
look
no.
like
Eatable.
a ritual site or something, or that it was at one point.
I wanna see Sauriv for all this investigation.
I did okay.
That's intelligence. What's your modifier for investigation?
It's the same.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So, if you want to just stop with moving your character tokens around a minute. Okay, so, Vesztel, yes, it appears... Vesztel and Sauriv, all you can tell is that it appears to have been a building. You can tell
okay.
nothing else other than that. Pandal, you see this. You are absolutely determined that this is the entrance to some kind of underground system, maybe a mine, but it also might be the sort of thing that, I don't remember what they call them, mausoleum, maybe? Well, they build like a big tomb, and...
Yeah.
Is that a
Catacombs.
mausoleum? Catacombs.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah, it might be a sort of catacombs, dungeony That kind of type thing. Underground, probably. It looks like there's something down, because maybe someone collapses in to bury the entrance and stop it. You're thinking this through. Matthias and Anne, you think this probably once had more than one story. You sort of looking at the ledge over the door. You can see that it's got like slots in it, as though it might have had a wooden floor at some point. The supporting beams for a wooden floor. Doesn't have any beams in it anymore, but it's got the holes in it. Just over the sort of mantelpiece, and you think it might. So it probably had multiple floors, and there's enough material that it might have been 2 or 3.
Anything underneath? Anything that could be underneath this rubble?
You can't really
Basements,
tell
whatever?
if there's anything underneath.
Okay.
With the investigation, if you're specifically looking, you will sort of see that
I do want to.
there appears to be some large lump in the middle, under some of these stones, but not large. It's not a particularly big lump. There is some lump in the middle, but other than that, it
Okay.
appears to be just something.
I guess I want to communicate to everyone my amazing idea about it being something underground and be like, oh look, maybe it's like a cellar. Maybe there's a secret cellar under it.
Pick this
That'd be
wine.
glorious.
Believing him, I
Hey.
start trying to dig through the stone.
I
What a
shake
roll
my
me some
head.
strength then.
Hey,
Okay. So just a spot roll.
Sauriv, was it?
Nope.
Yes.
What'd you roll?
Can you
7,
throw
no.
rocks as well as you throw halflings?
What was that?
Can't say I've tried before, but it seems this perfect time to try.
If you could start trying around the middle here, I think there's something underneath the rubble. Don't know what
You
it
just see
is.
me in the middle trying to pick up stones, but I obviously can't.
Right.
Is this just straight strength or athletics? To
Yargon.
pick up stones.
Pretty sure it's,
Yargon?
I rolled
It will
flat,
be athletics.
right? Oh,
Athletics.
it's
Meanwhile,
still same thing.
Matthias is gonna go to the edge of the clearing,
Oh,
look
geez.
for a really big stick, which he can use as a leverage. Or as
So,
a lever.
as you begin looking for leverage, Sauriv begins sort of rolling and trying to push some of these. You can't pick them up. Even with the 22 in
Oh, right, are they
in
too big?
athletics, they are really, these are giant lumps of stone. But you do manage to sort of heave some out of the way and push them across and slide them around a bit and start trying to uncover what's underneath. Although it is slow going and it will take you some time.
Right, okay.
That's
And I
what-
try to
what do
help, obviously not helping.
What do I roll to find leverage?
You know what?
Investigation.
This is taking too long. I'm getting quite frustrated.
Oh,
Very
no.
frustrated. In
I don't like
fact,
it when this happens.
and I'm gonna go into a rage.
Oh noes.
Oh no.
I am going to rage. Dig.
Okay, does that give you bonus?
That
to
gives me
strength or something?
advantage on strength checks. So
Alright,
can I
Roll
roll
with
again?
advantage.
Or...
You
Hey.
can't really get much higher than a 22.
Oh yes, I can.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
So as
That's an 11.
as the frustration of the apparent impossibility of the task ahead of you begins taking over, you begin to sort of get frustrated and angry, as you say, and you begin trying to actually pick them up and move them far more bodily instead of being a bit smart about it, as you were smart for Sauriv, and shifting them and rolling them. You begin attempting to lift them and basically grind any progress you'd made to a halt. Stop making progress. As
This
you-
is a horrible idea.
You only had a
Oh.
20% chance of getting higher than a 22.
That's still
So?
20%.
Okay.
So, it's for the giggles.
The phrase I would like to rage.
Vesztel seeing you rage kind of just like backs off into the edge of the forest.
Oh fuck! I accidentally.
Yeah, my
closed the
vein.
window.
Like,
Okay, stop right there.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
Yeah, Pandal will retreat as well.
Okay,
Fucks
right.
off.
You'll stop moving. Vesztel, I need to do some things.
Oh no.
Vesztel, you... I'm assuming that doesn't hit. with a
Is it the 7?
Oh no, that would be advantage because
You are
sneak
surprised.
surprise attack. Yes.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh no.
2 necrotic damage as
Oh, that's not too bad.
apparently just sort of sitting there is a fungus that suddenly sort of lashes out at you, and you only see it as you turn around. There is
Can
just
I stab it?
a fungus. No, because Pandal backed into one as well. So Pandal.
Barbarian Raging is scary.
How come my
Does
cat
that hit?
didn't notice this? My cat's been sitting there.
They
Sneak.
are completely indistinguishable from a regular fungus until they attack.
Oh.
I assume a 20 hits.
20 does definitely hit.
Okay,
It's actually roll. Yeah, I guess it is.
1 necrotic damage. Yeah, these things aren't particularly deadly.
I'm glad.
I'm looking for branches on the edge of the clearing.
Can I definitely stab it now?
You can roll me some initiatives. Let's get a turn tracker going.
Nice.
Yeah, these things.
Remember to click your token.
Just remember to click your token first.
Okay,
The
let's...
fuck?
I'm not rolling well at all. Oh my god.
I didn't roll very well either.
Neither is it. Is everyone
Wait.
rolling initiative?
You have +7 to initiative? What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has plus.
I get
one
to
for-
add. Because I'm a swashbuckler, I get to add my charisma and. I think
Oh,
it's my
right,
charisma
yeah.
and dex. So I get
Yeah,
a really
I
high
remember we had
initiative
this
bonus.
discussion.
Yeah.
Second only to the Bard of all people.
We're the ones being attacked.
Yeah, we're freaking out right now.
Yet somehow Anne is going to react faster than you. So, as we enter initiative time,
Mathias.
Anne, what do you do? As you see
So-
both the people on either
yeah.
side of you suddenly get lashed out by these sort of purple tentacles coming out of what appear to be just regular fungi.
And hear Pandal screaming for his
These
life.
squares, how large are they? Wait.
5 feet.
35 feet. 35. Damn it. They're both out of my reach. I move like 2 squares over here. That's like...
So for the record, the rocks will count as difficult terrain.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, which means, yeah. Sorry, I should have stated that.
I'm guessing the brush
And
does
then-
as well.
So,
no, because
what
that
does
is
it mean if it
canopies
counts as
up.
difficult terrain, actually?
It just means that every 5 feet of movement requires 10 foot of your movement.
So-
To move 1 square takes 10 feet of movement instead of 5.
Yeah.
Okay, I got like 30 movement, or 30 feet movement.
So
every
if
time.
you
So you're
move
fine.
2 squares, that's 20 feet.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I do this, and then I cast on...
That one, yeah.
That's, yeah, my ping. A firebolt.
Okay, go ahead. 21 is a hit,
Oh.
and that is 7 damage. That is nice. Let
Damn.
me just check a thing. Yeah, 21's a hit. You can't actually mess with that. Right.
Well then.
Yes, you can. Natural 1. Kill Pandal.
Oh,
Fire!
God.
Fire! Fungus and fire!
Vom is going to be an excellent bard.
Get bullied the whole
Yep.
time.
Okay, yeah. You...
Could just tell.
Wait, hang on a minute. Does that have... No, it doesn't. Okay, I would have thought it does. Yeah, so no, as you hit it, that fireball, it didn't like that. It really didn't like that. As you sort of throw a very small firebolt into it. Just
Take that, bitch.
and what appears to be a fungus sort of writhes and... Well, it doesn't scream because it's a fungus, but you know. It looks upset. Yeah, is there anything else you want to do?
No, I'll just end my turn there.
Alright. Matthias.
Am I in the clear for difficult terrain to move in this direction or not?
Yes.
Okay, sweet, because I hear a screaming halfling. So, 2, 3, 15 feet.
Sure, I'll help the halfling. I'll be
I'm
fine.
not taking that shot. 15
You're the one with 2 short swords. He's the one with the flute.
20
I have a plan to insult it though, it's gonna be great.
I have 2 short swords and some other stuff.
He's hit. You're not going to
30
get to insult
feet.
him. 30 feet. Okay. You are 15
Yoink.
feet away from. Okay.
No.
Roll me that.
You didn't even
That
have
is a
to
hit.
move for that.
So yeah, you sort of hold out your palm, chanting something, which I don't think any of you have probably ever heard before. Maybe Anne.
What's the language?
Well, it's just arcane chanting.
Okay.
It's not really in a language, but he sort of yells something and holds out his palm, and sort of this green beam just flies in from his palm, sort of like crackling and bursting with energy, and flies into this fungus thing, hitting it square in the centre because it is a fungus and it can't get out of the way.
Ah, fire, fungus, and weird green things.
And did you have to start a forest fire? We only just found the place.
I'm just trying to defend that guy. Sorry, to defend him.
Yeah, no, defend me more, please. It's great. Not scared for my life at all. It's fine.
Oh my god, I just did everything. I can do it on one turn.
I thought, nice. Okay, Pandal, what do you do?
Probably scream some more, look down at said fungus, and go, "Oh God, I've smoked nicer things than you." That's my vicious mockery. I roll vicious mockery on
So,
on. Please.
I do need to check one thing. For Vicious Mockery, do they need to be able to understand you?
It doesn't specify either way.
I believe they do, actually.
I have a
It's
feeling
my
I
only
believe it-
attack.
I'm not sure.
that they might do, because that would make
Again.
the sort of thing they might do, so let me just check.
Panda
the-
would insult
Look
it
it up.
anyway.
Absolutely. Let me just check the wording on this.
It doesn't say, so.
Though it need not understand you.
Yeah, there you go. So,
To make a wisdom save or take some damage. So, nice.
Some of minus.
Wisdom save. I'm just gonna roll wisdom because whatever.
That's what you do.
I don't think it makes it.
Huh.
It's 9 because we take the first one here.
DC is 14.
That's not.
It
Yeah.
literally has to roll 18 to beat the DC.
Yeah, no. It's not a particularly smart fungus because it is literally a fungus.
It's not a wise fungus, actually.
I imagine it's not very smart
Okay.
either.
It's not a wise fungus.
it's
It's not. It's even less
damn.
smart, to be fair.
It's about as smart as Sauriv.
As it sort of withers a bit as you yell at it.
It's not dead.
It's not dead. No,
Oh, that's a shame.
it withers angrily.
want it to
at you.
That's all.
Would you like to do anything else?
No, Pandal's probably just like stuck just shouting at it.
Not
He
gonna
doesn't
move.
know what else to do. No, he doesn't know what else to do. He'd just be screaming.
Okay, sure. Right, Vesztel, would you like to stab a fungus?
So, yeah, I had yelped, and after that, I will stab it with both my short swords.
Go right on ahead. So, do you get to make both short sword attacks, or how does that work?
I'm assuming that's how it works, because it doesn't really specify.
You make your second attack with a bonus action, I'm pretty sure.
That
Luke, I-
seems
yeah.
like a reasonable rule.
I'm
usually
fairly
what it
sure
is.
that's how
That's what
do
we'll
it.
go with.
I
so-
made your tracker token.
I'll check it here in a...
Cheers, Rick.
While
I'll update
I
that.
wait.
20 and 18, both of those hit. Yep, you stick some swords into what appears to be this purple fungus that is got weird tentacles coming out of it and is, well, there's 3 of them ganging up on one over there.
And then there's just me.
You stick your sword into it and it sort of writhes a bit in a way that's really unnatural and kind of creepy for a fungus to do because fungus don't normally writhe. In case you didn't know, they're plants, they don't normally move.
They're not
it's-
plants, they're fungi.
Bugger
Yeah.
off.
He's
They're
a
not
fun
the same.
guy.
If he was such
Okay.
a fun guy, why
You're
didn't
not
have
the
the party
fun.
at his house? Because there was a mushroom.
Oh,
Well, I
God.
should have waited till my next turn and done that as a bardic inspiration. Fuck.
God.
And this is why he's the bard.
Yep.
I
Exactly.
think
Yeah.
we've just discovered that vicious mockery doesn't actually constitute magic.
Oh,
Vesztel, would you like to do anything else? Moving swiftly on from this.
No, I'm gonna end my
I'm
turn here.
disaster. Okay. Violet fungus, right? Oh boy, you're gonna absolutely hate me when I crack out the rules on these.
Spores.
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
Tentacles. Yes.
Vicious Mockery does not do much damage.
No.
But they do have interesting multi-attacks.
What?
What do?
The fungus makes 1d4 rotting touch attacks per turn.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
This is weird.
This one's actually completely unedited. I just pulled it straight out of the thing. This is the only one that I haven't bothered to change because I liked it as it was. Because it's creepy.
This
I've
is
never
from
seen it
Monster
used
Manual.
before. And, yeah.
It's going to murder us.
So,
Oh, wow.
that is a 16 and a 6. I'm guessing only one of those hits you, Pandal?
Yeah, the 16 does. 6 does not.
Okay, so just 1 damage is 6 necrotic damage. That is
Ooh.
pain. As the fungus,
Already down to 15 HP.
as the fungus clearly not liking whatever this screaming is. It doesn't understand you. It doesn't like it, so it's going to hit you. And the other one rolled 2 anyway, so 19
Yeah,
and
the
14.
Hellfire.
Do either of those hit you, Vesztel?
Yeah,
Either or both?
both.
I am so sorry.
This
Nice,
is AC,
I
right?
rolled good damage.
If it surpasses your AC, it hits you.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
10
Well, 4 equals.
necrotic damage, as in.
Okay,
equals.
there goes a third of my HP.
It's okay, I'll make a new character with you.
Yeah, kill my fungus.
And the
by the way-
fungus are not going to move.
Wait, one moment. Let me look at this more. It says a swashbuckler excels in single combat and can fight with 2 weapons while safely darting away. It just says I can fight with 2 weapons.
Yeah, so that will just give you dual weapon wording, so the other one counts as a bonus action using a second weapon.
That makes sense.
Typical
Cool.
dual wielding rules.
Yeah.
Just go with that.
Yes.
You might want to note that down on your character sheet as
Yep.
the homebrew bit. Okay,
It's
so
not homebrew.
well, our interpretation. Let's go with that. So because the fungus aren't going to move, that takes it to Sauriv's turn. They also don't have bonus actions because they are fungi.
Yes. So I accidentally closed Chrome, so give me a second.
It's fine. You might want to throw javelins because I don't think you can actually reach any of them.
See, Pando's his buddy, and he feels slightly bad for throwing him in the river twice. So he's gonna go up, just as close as possible.
All right, please,
Just over. Sorry.
please note if you miss, I will make you roll to see if you can hit Mathias from there because you are throwing for him.
It's
You're
fine.
throwing over his shoulder.
And I'm just going to reach back, grab a javelin, and just go, "Don't touch my friend!" I just chuck it as hard as I can.
Can I bring my familiar into this next initiative order?
We'll just have him act on your turn.
Okay.
I don't think I make.
Sure, we'll do that. I should have let you do that, so we'll do both of
Ah,
those.
fine.
okay.
Yes, my bad.
Violet's not gonna do anything.
Sure, Violet's nothing. That does hit indeed
She's
because
not here.
you can't miss.
Holy Moses.
Mhm.
10
Nice.
piercing damage, I'm pretty certain, takes it down to -7. So yeah, you violently spear
Christ.
this. You know, have a fungus on a stick.
Excellent. Food.
You can roast it.
Yeah,
I would not eat it if
honestly,
it has
you could eat this.
rotting touch.
It's food.
It is very dead.
Sauriv is gonna slowly wither away from the inside.
Okay. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn? I think that was 15, 30 feet movement anyway, so bonus action.
Yeah,
basically.
that was everything I can do. So
Sure.
yep, that's me.
Right. Just quickly, what did you want to do with Nemo?
Make an attack.
All right. Yeah, go for it. That is
Oh,
a nat 20. So roll me some damage.
Three cats.
oh, its damage is just 1.
Oh, so that's 2 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the cat.
Yeah, did you actually expect it to do some decent damage?
As you stab it, Nemo sort of claws at it, widening the wounds that you caused in it when you stabbed it. I say wounds, it's a fungus. I don't know if they take wounds. But
Normally I wouldn't bring a familiar into combat, but I'm all alone.
yeah,
I was debating going over to help you, but Pandal's my
I know, I
friend.
saw your ruler and I'm like, please come here.
just hope it doesn't roll 4 attacks if it gets to another turn.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Yep.
Anne.
Okay, so N is gonna move
One is dead, yes.
over here,
That
and
is-
then fire another firebolt.
That hits, just about, yep.
9
That it, Jesus
to
Christ.
fire.
That was
Your damage has been
almost,
terrible.
that was
Yeah.
almost a nat 1. You rolled a 2. But you have a +7, so yes, that hits.
Yeah.
I should boost the AC on these things.
Yes, you
Yeah.
probably should.
Whatever, they're literally fungus. They're just designed to
yeah.
occasionally drop a few HP points off of people. So yeah, as you throw your fire, adding that into the whirl of swords and cat, neatly between the two, it begins smouldering. It doesn't like the smouldering and it writhes a bit, letting out this sort of hissing sound. Matthias, unless Anne has a
Right,
bonus action.
Ah, I could have done
go
something.
Hmm?
1, 2,
No,
3.
no,
Can
no
I
bonus
see
action.
the other fungus from here?
Yes.
Alright, sweet.
Yeah, that's a hit.
I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast it.
7. Yep, that.
Shouting back at
Whoops.
Pandal, did you just heard the mushroom's feelings?
I mean, that was the idea.
He shouts that as this, like, beam of green crackling energy just sort of flies out from his hand,
Yeah.
Oh, more great. Okay, right. It's you. It's you.
flying
Yes,
across
it's me.
into this fungus, hitting it squarely where it's currently burning, and sort of exploding it a bit. The fungus is now
Yeah.
thoroughly cooked.
Cooked fungus.
Roasted mushroom.
It's also sort of splattered everywhere.
Pandal can smoke it now.
I can suck it.
No,
And yeah, that takes us out of initiative.
I now
Can I
wish I had
roll-
vials. I should have
Can I
bought those.
roll
from
a
Character
nature
Gen.
check to figure out what these are
Yeah, go ahead.
exactly?
I want to move back into the clearing after my escapade with the canopy.
I will follow suit.
I'll get
7
some
nature.
as well.
Anyone else give him nature? 14. Matthias knows jack shit, which is interesting for a
I'm
barbarian.
getting quite lucky on my rolls. So,
Oh, I thought I was Pandal for a second. I'm like, holy cow, I rolled good for once.
Pandal rolls a 21, Vesztel gets a 4. Sauriv, are you going to roll?
No, I'm just gonna go up and just poke the thing, make sure it's dead, and take my javelin out.
It's very dead. It appears not to be moving. It appears to have no movement left in it. Somewhat like plants or fungi. Yeah, no, it's dead. It's very obviously
Okay.
dead. And you
Good.
just sort of pull out your javelin.
Then I'm gonna hit it in the head with my javelin.
You do that, and it sort of squelches, and sort of bits of goo come out of it. It's sort of purpley goo.
Careful, those spores might be infectious.
No, don't say
I'm
much.
all right. You all right, Pandal?
Just about, yeah.
Good.
Okay,
Wait, Squelchy. Why was it Squelchy? That's weird.
so Vesztel and Matthias, you both know that these are some form of mushroom. Matthias, well, everyone knows that. Matthias, they appear to be some kind of mushroom. It looks roughly like a few things you've heard about that might be edited or changed in some way by the flux, the arcane flux, maybe. But that's all you know. Anne, you would know that these have been... they were probably once just regular fungus, but something sort of turned them into whatever this is.
Can I use the flux detecting? What's the name again?
Give me a
There's
minute.
No, wait.
detection.
You gotta hold it and then. Yeah. No, never mind. I won't do that.
Seems-
And Pandal, you have actually heard of these before. They're just known as violet fungi because fungi are not usually violet. There are some, but
Wait,
it's quite
fungus
rare.
detectable word, I'm confused.
And hang on a minute. And they kind of they are in areas where there has high magic concentration, or there has been, and where you get high magic concentration, you get a flux build up, and then occasionally that can be dispersed by turning plants or animals into other plants or animals, or corrupting them and changing their nature. And one of the effects is sometimes it will turn regular fungi, a very specific type of fungi that is perfectly harmless. It's actually quite tasty. You've probably smoked some. Into this more decrepit, rotting version, which gains a sort of strange ability to feel anything around it and lash out at them when they're close.
Okay. These things usually show up when there's a lot of magic, so maybe we shouldn't stay here very long.
Oh no, that just makes it much more interesting.
I didn't see you get hit. Not interesting. Let me tell you.
He's not listening. He's already casting a spell.
Detect magic invocation. Okay, I need to check something. Blocked by 1 foot of stone, inch of common metal, or thin sheet of 3 feet of wood and dirt. Yeah, so you
I
detect...
would go looking for the whatever is under the stones.
So you try and sort of poke your head around and look through it. You can't really tell. You think there might be a very faint glow coming from under there. But it also might just be the flux messing with you, you're not really sure. And as you look around, yes, they were definitely sort of...
Magical shrooms.
yeah, it appears to be sort of slightly changed. There is a background on everything, and it appears very slightly changed. And the background is usually just sort of seeing the flux through the air, but theirs appears to be like it's like not quite the right color. Normally, it looks the same color as the object. It's
Okay.
not. It's kind of a different color. You're not quite sure. It's a much darker color than it should be.
Well, the flux sure had the hand here. If I know what was under the ceiling, there's something under here. Leverage. I'm gonna
I'm
go
just
looking for leverage again.
Don't go
I'm
near
just
the
sitting
tree.
on the ground nursing my wounds.
Yep, I guess Pandal will like waddle over to see if Vestal's alright.
I
Yeah,
have
you-
taken 12 points of damage. Out of my
Holy
37,
shit.
I am not alright.
You want some help with that?
Uh,
You seem to be damaged slightly.
I'll be fine.
Are you sure I can help? If you want me to, I don't. They're
If
not
you
very
insist.
nice. There's no pride in being healed, and I would like to cast Cure Wounds on Vestal, please.
Go right ahead. Yeah.
They're tempting me. Is that 6?
What?
That is.
Sorry, my
What was that?
background. That's my dad playing PUBG.
Nice.
They're tempting me. That's amazing.
You
Yeah,
can have
it's
6
amazing.
points of healing, by the way.
Yeah.
Enjoy that.
Matthias, did you go looking for sticks?
That's half my damage shield.
Big
Thanks.
sticks, sturdy
No
sticks.
problem.
Not right at the edge of the canopy.
Yeah,
I
not
think-
right at the edge. Right.
Yeah,
Gonna go
I thought she
slightly
would stand
deeper.
up.
Gonna roll perception first because I don't want to step into mushrooms. I totally step into mushrooms if there are any.
No.
What
I'm
do I
gonna
roll
walk
to look
over
for
to him,
sticks? Investigation.
well. and I also roll a perception.
That's
No, wait, that's
deception.
deception.
That's deception. Yeah.
Where's
Perception should
Yeah,
be your...
perception.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Perception 20.
Take
okay.
the 15 plus
So-
2. 15 plus 2, so it's a 17. Because we're taking the first roll and just adding the
Yeah.
different monitor.
Oh right,
modifiers.
yeah, you're right. So 15, so 17.
That's still good.
Okay, so over here, sort of, there's a patch of mushrooms, roughly the same size as that circle appears. There's a bit of a patch of mushrooms over there. You can't tell if they're any of the ones that you're looking for. But there is a bit, but there's mushrooms on some trees and stuff.
What are you looking for?
A big stick.
Big stick. I can
Hey.
do that.
Sauriv's knows big
Is that a
sticks.
how big's that great sword? Think you can use that as a lever?
This is my baby. It's not being used as a lever.
It's a great sword.
I
it will
can always
bend.
sharpen it for. Oh, great.
Okay.
Really?
Yes, swords bend.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess fair
Swords
point.
bend.
Yeah, now that I think about
Designed to be flexible-ish.
it. Yeah.
Doesn't matter how
about
big it
that.
is, it still bends.
Yeah.
Well, the bigger it is, the more easily it'll bend.
You don't want it to
Something,
bend,
something.
though.
Your mother? Question mark.
Roll me a d4 damage again. No.
Again?
Shall I roll investigation or nature or whatever to look for these branches?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna move further in because you won't see them where you are.
Well, I am gonna move further in. If you really want.
I'm also
Well,
gonna search for
I
branches.
am gonna check the immediate vicinity of this place.
Okay, so
Do
yeah, you
want
can
me
all
to
just
move about?
just stop moving. Okay, Sauriv has just walked into the mushrooms.
I wasn't told about them.
Fair point.
You didn't look for them. Okay, so if you'll just start moving and roll me some what do you call them?
Initiative?
Investigation?
That.
Initiative again?
I did mean to
Invest-
say that I was
investigation.
gonna hold an attack,
Oh,
but I didn't, so.
Investigation.
there we
Okay.
go.
15.
Nothing.
Natural 1
Okay.
and 7. Okay, so what you do find, Mathias, you find a stick along the lines you're looking for. Sauriv,
Ah.
you see some mushrooms, you see some sticks. You don't see anything that looks like a really big stick. Mathias looks like he found something, and Anne, just as Mathias picks something up, you notice something.
What is it?
Uh,
Oh, girl.
it is a surprise round.
Those are my favorite things to find.
And,
Guys, look what I found.
loving the multi-attack that I rolled on that one, so.
Oh no.
So these are all with
You got to roll
advantage.
4?
Oh my god.
Wait, how many are there?
They roll a d4 for their multi-attack per turn, and it rolled a 4.
Oh.
No.
I can send
So
you a screenshot if you want.
21, 13, 6,
So-
and 22.
The 3 and the 22 are against Mathias and Sauriv, respectively, and the other 2 are against Anne.
Which
'Cause
are
Anne
they? The
failed.
13 and the 21.
13 and 21 are against Anne.
Both surpass my AC.
It's the 22. Who's the crit against?
The crit is
Privilege.
against you,
Okay,
11.
sure.
And which
going
one hits me?
clockwise, basically, down. So, doesn't hit you.
Well, doesn't hit me.
Doesn't hit you because it's a nat. Oh, wait, no, it's a 6, isn't it? So,
Well, it's a 6, but that still doesn't
that
hit
doesn't
me.
hit you. And so, that and lucky damage roll. Sauriv.
Nothing.
Yeah. So as you're looking through, and then suddenly one of these mushrooms decides to start whipping you all with these large tentacles that sort of appear out of nowhere. And as you feel them across your skin, you feel your skin begin to sort of wither and kind of die a bit. It's not too serious, but it's the kind of thing that could get very serious very quickly. And
Isn't same turn order?
no, because
Okay.
we are in a different situation, so we will. So yeah, go ahead and roll some initiatives.
Oh, fur.
Holy.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
fuck.
okay.
All right. Well,
The two people that are on the other side of the map.
I thought I rolled high.
I'd like
Yeah.
to point out this is the second time the two people on the other side of the map roll terribly.
Or you mean roll amazing? The two
Sorry,
people on
yeah,
the side- yeah.
roll amazing.
Well, to be honest, I was in the
Oh,
middle
Pandal,
last
really?
time.
Right. Yeah, but you
Whoa.
were as far as you could be away from them.
Yeah, true.
Is it my turn?
Okay. Yes, it is your turn.
Can I throw 2 darts, or can I only
By the way-
use 2 swords?
How much damage did I take, Yargon?
It says 2 swords, doesn't it?
It says 2 weapons.
Yeah, it's 2 melee weapons though.
Yeah,
If
that,
you,
that
you
will be
can't
melee
you
weapons,
can't still
but
wield
yeah.
the darts, so
Yeah, that'd be funny though.
it would be, but you can't.
So
Silly.
yeah, you can do one.
I will throw a dart.
I am going to see about music. Okay, is that through someone? So okay, if you miss, you might hit Mathias.
Okay,
a big
I do have
difference.
disadvantage because this is outside the recommended range.
And you are
Then
in
move.
daylight,
Yeah, you could move.
direct
I
sunlight.
am. In...
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Actually,
I should not do this 'cause that's double disadvantage. That's a terrible idea.
Don't think
I-
disadvantage stacks by default.
yeah, it doesn't.
Don't
And I'm
stack.
not doing the auto-fail, auto-success of Mac.
Okay.
Yargon,
I'm tempted to give you to just do extreme disadvantage and advantage, but that's not.
Let's do this.
Which damage rolls were meant for Anne?
The first 2. You took 11
Damn it.
damage. Yeah.
10?
10.
literally
Yeah,
half.
10 is a
That's
hit.
literally half my health.
I rolled a lot of dice on my screen. For some reason, it rolled 2d4s. I only rolled 1. It's strange.
Hmm.
Oh, I know why. Never mind.
Wow, that is min damage. Yeah, so you, this just as it begins whipping out, clearly still on edge somewhat, Vesztel throws a dart right the way across the clearing.
I would like to try to hide the fact that I'm throwing a dart.
Oh, okay.
Can I roll a stealth for that, I guess?
Sleight of
Or
hand.
sleight of hand.
And this is against passive perceptions. But that beats everybody, so
Yes.
that's a 22. I think the highest in the group's like Vesztel's at 17, or Pandal's at something.
No, mine's a
Mine's at
13.
13, okay.
50.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've got
right,
4.
yeah, it's Mathias at 15, sorry. Am I thinking of the other party? Either way, yeah.
Possible.
22 is higher than all of those, so none of you see just a dart flies out of nowhere and just impacts the impacts straight into this thing. And as whoever threw the dart clearly has no intention of making themselves known. Somehow, Pandal doesn't notice, despite literally talking to you at the time.
I was healing the wounds, man.
Roll, okay, roll me perception, Pandal. You're going to get to
Okay.
roll because you are literally talking to her. 16. No.
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 I was busy.
Yep, you were busy and you sneakily threw a dart across a clearing without anybody noticing.
I'm sure the fungus noticed, to be fair.
The fungus does notice, as it sort of doesn't really react other than being thudded with a dart. But it does seem unhappy with this.
Okay, let's see. And I'm gonna.
What
Did
did
you
you
lose him again?
Frostwalker?
No.
That's Frostwalker.
Frostwalker,
yeah.
sorry.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Trying to fix music.
Oh, now it's back.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get a ruler real quick.
Remember, that's difficult
I
terrain.
cannot move
where there are
there.
rocks.
Yeah, I think I can move there.
Oh yeah, you don't care about difficult terrain.
Wait, oh yeah, I don't because I have stuff. I think.
Yeah, stuff.
My favorite.
Do
You have
I?
stuff and things.
Pretty certain rogues
Thought I
don't give a
had
damn
an
about difficult terrain.
ability.
No, rogues do. They could just dash.
Yeah.
Well,
As a
yeah,
bonus
you can
action.
dash.
There's.
So
Yeah, I can dash. I'll use my bonus action to dash.
Which lets you,
And
gives
I'll
you
just
30
go-
feet of movement over the difficult terrain.
Yeah. So I can just get here then, right?
Yeah, you can get that.
Or
Technically, you'd still have
Yeah.
5 feet movement left.
I don't want to move any closer.
It's fine.
I'll just throw
pardon me.
darts at him.
No, you won't. Nobody noticed that. What are you talking about? So, yeah, that's your turn.
I just realized I could have moved here and then thrown the dart.
Yep, but you didn't.
Too
Pandal.
late now.
As suddenly Vesztel sort of sprints off across the rocks at a speed you've not seen before. What do you do?
Where you go? I was here. What's going on? Does no one respond? Because Pandal doesn't know any of this is going on.
Well, my character won't respond. She's sprinting across the clearing.
Hello, Sauriv? Anyone? Are you all dead
We
already?
got-
Mushrooms!
we got one of them shrooms you like to smoke.
Oh yeah. Are they not being a very fun guy? Okay, that's mine.
Catfish's mockery.
Whatever, you can have it.
Well, thanks, man.
I'm pretty certain it can't make that save, but yeah. Oh, fuck.
Oh, it just
It made the save.
They're immune. The puns are too weak.
It rolled a 14 against your DC, so yes. Your 1 damage. It does not affect it.
That
would,
was
you,
lame, Pandal.
would you like to move?
Could you do any better?
I can light it on fire.
That's cheating.
no smoking.
Are you moving, Pandal?
I'm gonna move slightly closer. So that's not
Okay.
full movement, but that's slightly closer.
Sure.
And that's me done.
Anne, you're up.
I'm just gonna move over here and then go off
Okay.
another firebolt.
As you do that.
To fire again.
Okay, yeah.
Oh
that-
no.
First of all,
I think he's...
that will strike it, but first, you just moved out of its range, which means it gets an attack of opportunity.
Oh, damn it, of course.
Oh, it has 10 feet range. Shit.
Oh,
Yes,
I didn't
it
know
hit
that. Oh.
hit both the two of you from 10 feet. So,
Fair enough.
that doesn't kill it, so that's fine. So, yes, your firebolt will hit it. Let me just do
You guys refresh your UI. It
6.
should be my
No.
character should be
It-
fixed.
It lashes out at you as you run past, but completely misses. You sort of dodge out of its way, gracefully throwing a small mote of fire in its direction, and it begins to sort of smoulder angrily. Do you want to do anything else?
I think
No, that's it.
Alright. Okay, so we will move on to the fungus's turn. Nice.
Would it? Do I go before it because I rolled the initiative, or?
Oh, you did. Yes,
go
you can go
first, or-
first.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Ah, nice.
Oh shoot! I need to. Can you edit my initiative here in a second? I fixed my token.
I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna try and just cut it in half, pretty much, straight in the middle.
Go for it. Initiative?
It was 26.
Sure.
Thanks.
That 2 raging doesn't count because I'm not ranging at the moment.
Okay, let me just do it. 11 hits it, and 12 also angrily, disappointingly, because I don't get to hit 4 people with this damn thing. Yes.
Oh, no.
You literally just cut it in half, burying your greatsword. It's massive wooden sword, not wooden sword, massive sword into the sort of log, and you have to sort of pull and yank it out with a bit of force that just splits the log even further because it's you. It is, but yes, the fungus has been vanquished. Plant.
Excellent.
I'm attempting
Good job,
to
you can
sound
kill a
as
plant.
terrible as possible. But yes, it yeah, you
Killed an evil plant.
slice it down the middle, and this sort of purple ooze begins seeping out of it, covering your blade.
Maybe I can store some of this purple ooze.
Do you have a vial to store it in?
No, I really should have bought those in character gen. I didn't think I would need them.
Then you
I'm
don't
going
have
to
any.
sniff the ooze.
Wait.
What does it smell like? Does it smell dangerous?
Smoke, not snort.
It smells like a wisdom save.
Oh, excellent.
Oh god.
Are you kidding, or?
No.
It's Yargon, of course he's not kidding.
Oh Jesus. Well, so as you sniff it, I mean, it smells god awful. Like, it's one of the worst smells you've ever smelt. But you have an overwhelming desire to eat it.
Is it meat?
No, but he has an overwhelming desire to eat it.
Oh dear God.
Yes.
To eat the fungus or just the ooze?
All everything. You just want to eat the thing. The corpse.
Okay,
The corpse of what is probably not good for you.
I'm going to pick up the fungus and just take a
Sorry, if I do what I
massive.
think you're
I'm
do.
gonna slap it out of
Ow.
his hand.
Okay, would you like to roll that?
I'm guessing I'm rolling dex.
Sleight of hand, I guess, opposed.
Sleight of hand
Oppose.
opposed is what?
Oppose it with athletics.
Opposed with sleight of hand.
Yeah,
Oppose
opposed
sleight
to
of hand,
26.
okay. I can't
You
beat
got
that. I can't beat that.
You can roll You nearly rolled a crit. Okay, that's a 26 and a 20. Those are pretty impressive rolls. Which means I'm making my players waste their rolls. Good.
Yeah, shush.
So-
This is my good color.
Yeah, you sort of just manage to bat it out of his hand and it sort of flies off into the... kind of onto the floor and just splats a bit across some of the logs. It's now
Don't
over here.
eat that.
Do I still have a desire to eat it? Or...
No, you... As soon as she does that, you snap out of it.
Oh,
you-
well.
You
What
were
was
about...
that?
You were about to eat some kind of plant matter. Fungusy thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over like, Sauriv, that's not meat just because it attacked you.
It
doesn't count as meat.
Vegan?
Could you stop complaining with big angry mushrooms? I just found a big stick and I intend to get whatever's under the ceiling from underneath the ceiling.
What if
I'm
it's
a bit
more
angry
mushrooms?
again. So...
Runs away. Runs very far away.
Okay.
Which is going to make an attack of
I'm-
opportunity.
No, I'm just going to take my greatsword, go over the fungus, and just
smell it again.
kinda... No, not so much smell it as smash it to pieces with a greatsword.
Absolutely. Make me an attack roll with your greatsword.
I want it to be mincemeat.
I want it to be that one.
Still not
It's
meat.
not mincemeat.
Only one of us can have what they want. Yes, you basically start just slicing this thing into tiny little chunks.
And just screaming with anger.
You have converted it into disgusting pate.
Oh. Meanwhile, Anne is gonna move back into the clearing, visibly shuddering. Shuddering? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a word.
That only lasts a couple of seconds and then I'm out of it.
Sure.
Using telepathy, I ask her, "Are you all right?"
No, not really.
Well,
I know
neither
that-
he, it seems.
Wait,
I don't really have
what?
telepathy, do I?
Telepathy?
I'm a warlock.
What is this ability
I-
I've never heard of?
I shake my head.
Hold up.
Cast it.
Yeah, give us a
No,
cast of
it's
that.
It's an innate one.
Well, that.
Oh, it's a name.
Plus
I'm
it's
going to
not
pick up my
magic.
dart too.
What do you roll to see how much of your ammunition you can recover?
The dart that's in
I
the
don't know.
fungus, which I'm smashing to pieces for greatsword.
Oh, it's a
That
weapon.
dart is probably gone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Let
say
me just
the,
mark that off.
the dart fell out as you picked it up.
Oh, okay. That's
So-
fine.
Yeah, you can have it back because it's a weapon, not ammunition. Which means you
Yeah.
don't have to roll to see if it comes back. Yeah, you can have it back.
Okay,
I
thanks.
think it's both, actually.
It's a weapon and an ammunition, which is weird.
Oh, in that case, I have to roll to see if it gets broken.
Well,
Yargon?
yeah, I think it would make sense if you had to roll to see if it gets broken.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
If I,
cheap.
if I threw my
On-
dagger, it wouldn't.
On a 2 it is broken. No, on a 1 it's
Yeah.
broken. On a 2 it's not.
Here it
Because
is.
1 is a fail.
Awakened mind.
Yes.
Well,
It's
broke.
He destroys
So
it.
it didn't fall out, and I crushed it to bits.
Yes.
I kind of walk over to it, see the broken bits of the dart, and walk away.
That's an
Starting at first
interesting,
level, your alien knowledge gives you the ability to touch the minds of other creatures. You can telepathically speak with any creature you see within 30 feet. You don't need a shared language with the creature for it to understand your telepathic utterances. But the creature must be able to understand at least one language. That doesn't state that she can reply.
True.
So you say that to her, and she hears it in her head.
I just shake my head then. But would
You
I
can-
know that it was telepathy, or would I just think he was talking to me?
No, you just hear. Well, you don't. You just hear him saying something. It's in your head, as though you imagined it. You are. I'm going to rule now that you are unaware of that, because that definitely will lead to shenanigans later on. So yeah, you just think you hear it in your head simply as though you thought it in his voice, which is very unusual because you always think in your own voice. But so you're not quite sure what that's about.
What?
Pandal?
What?
That's me, hello.
Is your big lizard friend done smashing up mushrooms?
Alright, sorry
use
about
a
that.
hand here.
Lost
I'm just
myself a little there.
trying to get the branch somewhere in this mess to get good leverage on the rocks.
Well, ask him then. I'm not going to be any help.
Oh,
I
right,
heal and
you-
sing, mate. That's my job.
Yeah, about that. Hey,
Yeah, sorry,
Pandal,
I
you
tend to
think you
think
could?
of the smarter guys as the leaders.
Did you heal yourself, by the way? As you
No,
were-
I haven't. I haven't healed myself yet.
I
I was
would-
waiting to see if anyone else got murdered first, which happened.
Panic healing.
Okay,
Okay.
Pandal,
Sauriv.
if you have some time, do you think you could heal me a bit?
Oh yeah,
Taking
sure.
Some pounding. some
Cure
some heavy
wounds.
blows.
Are you going to cast
Oh,
another spell?
Yes, I'm gonna cast cure
Okay,
wounds again.
before you do that.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Can I still cast it?
Yeah, no, you cast it. This sort of happens. 'Cause
Yargon,
that's instantaneous. Yes.
Would that affect like me? Or-
That depends on the point I choose, and I think I'm going to choose over here. So no, it doesn't.
Okay.
Oh, you also have the script Yargon. Put it on 3.5. Damn it. For 4th edition.
Oh. Oh. Whatever. Yeah. Let me.
So, Sauriv, think
Sure.
you want?
It's
You
over
mind
here.
giving
So
this
that
another go
has-
with a stick.
Very
Yes, I'll-
effect.
Yeah, I'll try it. I'll try
I'm
it. Yeah.
gonna step aside.
Would that affect?
Good
anything?
stick.
Oh, Matthias, your detect magic. If that's still up, that'll go off. But that's it.
Yeah, that would still be awesome. Still have a. Oh, fuck's sake.
20!
Ah!
Athletics. Okay, 20. What are you trying to do? This is with the big stick, trying to move it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, just try to uncover the thing that that Mathias can see below it, I assume.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So you began sort of jamming this huge stick into the crack. It appears to be like green. So
Oh god.
what do you call it? Something has broken this branch off recently. It could have just been like a deer, because they do that, or something along those lines. But either way, it's kind of new and it's quite strong. And you manage to sort of push it and use it as a lever. And with your strength, yeah, you easily begin sort of making boulders fall off to either side. One of which nearly crushes Vesztel.
But I'm over here. I'm way off to the side.
Yeah, but they're up on like a pile. So, and as they sort of come, they kind of crash down, and
If you really want, I can make an acrobatics check, but
no, it's not going to hit you, but it sort of lands near you, maybe startling you a bit, but that's about it. And there are a few get sort of flung in, sort of slid down Anne's way and Pandal's way. But other than that, you see most of the to get most of the rocks on top of what appears to be a box made of stone, kind of like a tomb, but circular instead of rectangular. And it appears to have this huge, thick-set metallic rim around it. You're not quite sure what that's about. It's dented and it's scraped, but it appears to have at one point been innately carved all along under this large metal rim that appears to be keeping on some kind of seal on the top.
Is that like, how large is it?
It is about 15 feet in diameter.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I expected.
It's like there's any kind of handles or anything to open it, or?
That's not what I was looking for. Not apparent on the top of it, no.
Okay.
Be that size.
Do you need a crowbar?
actually might have a
I
crowbar. One
think
moment.
so.
I have a crowbar.
Okay, one moment.
Might help.
Matthias, the
Yes.
metallic sort of strip that appears to be attaching what you can guess is sort of this top stone to what appears to be a circular bit underneath, is glowing quite brightly, magically.
Oh, hold up. No crossbars just yet.
And you don't think, like, you sort of run your hand over it, You wouldn't be able to get a crowbar in there. There is no gap between the metal and the stone.
Mage hand.
Okay, this is magical as fuck.
Hmm.
At least we know where the shrooms came from.
Well, yeah. Shit. Shit.
Loot.
I want to know what's under there. He just starts mumbling some nonsense to himself.
You cannot see through it with your detect magic,
No.
which would indicate the top is at least a foot thick.
Major.
And my curiosity is getting the better of me again.
I would like to Misty Step beneath.
Oh no. Do you actually have that?
No, I'm a barbarian.
No. Oh, sorry. I thought that was Mom talking for a moment.
No.
I'm gonna call Violet back.
Yeah, she lands on down. She's been watching you kind of curiously and what's going on. Yeah.
Bit of a problem. Well, and this is through our minds. Bit of a
Yeah.
problem.
She's looking
Want
at the
to
thing
get my book
curiously.
out,
Hmm?
but there's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
3 guys here I don't trust for shit.
Hmm. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
2
what?
guys-
Oh, book. Yeah. Hmm?
Yeah. Guys, and then I'll start speaking out loud again. I'm gonna need you to stand guard here. Yeah, I'm gonna try and figure out what exactly this is. If you'd all just go make up a perimeter, make sure there's no more of those shrooms or I don't know what's on about under the canopy. I need a moment here.
Okay, I'm gonna move away and look like I'm looking for things, but I'm gonna watch.
I'm telling Violet to go with Vesztel because I expected nothing else.
Absolutely. Okay.
Pandal's gonna do as he's told. This guy is magic as fuck, and that's
Oh,
it.
just look over here or something.
Can I avoid? What's her name?
Violet.
Violet.
Yes, can I avoid her?
I figured out why
Self?
Violet is
Then-
transparent.
Oh, well.
That's a
Um,
manly dragon.
Violet is transparent because Violet is GM layer. Good job, me.
Can I avoid Violet with self? Perhaps?
Stealth.
This is a pretty small clearing.
You
Yeah,
can't
that's the
really
problem.
avoid her, but you can sort of make it look like you are doing that and not
So
looking at.
deception.
No, I'd say more sleight of hand.
No.
Sleight of sleight of eye.
Because it's like doing something. It's sleight of hand
Under
or
the-
stealth.
Yeah. Either they're both the same thing for me.
Yeah,
so I
it's pick one. It's up to you.
could
And Violet will be roll.
one. Will be roll what?
Matthias, can you roll a perception for Violet?
Yes, and she rolls that with advantage because she has keen senses.
Well, which keen senses does she have?
All of them. The
Oh.
dragon has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight, hearing, or smell.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so that is a 24. So Violet doesn't what do you call it?
Notice.
Notice you basically rolling perception. Hint.
Yeah.
This is
The
a
15.
disadvantage
Oh. Oh yeah.
because of bright daylight.
So let me roll another one.
So yeah, just roll another one.
Then, do I do stealth or sleight of hand?
I don't see anything.
5. What are you trying to do?
Read the book.
Right, okay. That would be stealth, I guess, if you're trying to do that stealthily.
Right.
Is anyone else attempting to listen in or look in?
I could almost see
Wow.
that.
Nah.
Almost, but
I'm
that's
not.
a 7, and you rolled a 5.
I'll listen if there's any sound going on, but I won't like turn around.
There's not really any sound.
Yeah, I don't
Then I
I don't
won't.
understand this magic crap.
You wouldn't know anyway.
And I am going to ritual cast Identify.
Okay. Throughout the casting of spells, magic item or some other imbued magic object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any.
Do you have
Spells
that peril?
affecting the item.
What's that?
Do you have the peril?
He can
Do I
cast it
need
because of
that
his
to ritual-
book, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh,
Or
damn.
do you still need the materials?
I don't know if I do. Fucking hope not, because that'd be proper gay.
Check.
I am checking.
That's an Eldritch Invocation, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Book of Ancient Secrets.
Ranger, sorcerer.
Doesn't mention anything
Book
about
of Ancient
ignoring.
Secrets.
Doesn't mention anything about ignoring the
Components.
material components. So,
That would imply you do.
yes, I assume so.
God damn it. Just start cursing all of a sudden.
I turn
Do I
around
hear
to
that?
see
I
what he's
assume I hear
doing.
that.
You hear that?
Okay, I thought your magic was supposed to be all calm and tranquil and shit. What are you doing?
I am swearing at the top of my voice.
I can tell, but what are you doing magically? I don't understand.
I am trying to figure out what the fuck this metal band is.
What? It's a metal band. You've answered your own question.
Something slammed shut. It's a magical metal band.
Cool. Can it be sold for money?
Can you get it off?
That was my first question. Does anyone have mage hand? I
Putting a
thought-
strong box in my back.
Mage hand?
Casually.
Yes, mage hand.
I do.
I have mage hand.
Swear to God, people, use mage hand.
For
I gotta
what?
look at what it does.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
Lift
what?
it.
Oh, whoops. I
Mage
accidentally-
hand can lift up to £10.
Yeah.
Hand is
That's
not.
why you have two.
£20.
£20.
This is
Do you
solid
think
stone,
a
isn't it?
foot thick
Fair
stone
point.
tablet that's 15 foot in diameter?
And appears to be
Magic as
sealed with
fuck.
metal. Magic metal.
Probably more than £20.
No one told me how thick it was.
Well, I don't think anyone has any pearls on them, do they?
Nope.
Not in this armor, no.
Would I have stolen a pearl before I got off the train? Kidding.
No, because that's way too convenient.
Just like, that time in SNL where he accidentally had
Arcane
fucking
flux
energy
happens, it rains
crystals.
pearls.
Wait, what did I do with the energy crystals?
He accidentally chose energy crystals as ammo.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that was pretty convenient.
Yeah.
Do you think there'd be any mussels in the river somewhere, or any shell, whatever?
Muscles.
Oh, there's muscles here.
Any shell creature?
Yeah, Sariv's got muscles.
Yeah, no, they don't, do they?
I wanna like finger guns at Sariv when I say that.
I'm just gonna like pose.
Muscles are a
Show off my
cephalopod.
guns.
They cannot survive in fresh water. Just going to point that out.
Anyway, anything that could possibly produce a pearl. Because I think we can get owl feathers.
You don't need the owl feathers,
It's just ant.
but they don't have a value, so you don't need them because you
Yeah,
have a
because
focus.
well, you have a focus, so
Yeah.
You only need the one with the value. But yes, you can probably get owl feathers quite easily.
Hold up my whetstone. Will this do?
No,
Which one?
you need to be kind of a big
Wait, which
pearl.
whetstone? I only have one whetstone.
Oh, that's disappointing. I
Does
expected
kinda
you to have
need
at
to be a
least
pearl.
6.
yeah, the way you've been spending money.
One with for each of the daggers, obviously.
That'd be a lot more than 6.
Sauriv, you don't have a big ass pearl in the pommel of your sword, do you?
No.
No.
That'd be an expensive sword.
How am I going to find that bloody pearl? Well, I suppose you could
No,
find a
that's
pearl
not-
somewhere in the city, but I don't have the money for them.
I could steal it. I mean, borrow it.
Yargon. Does the university have any pearls in its collection?
Does the university keep jewellery in its collection? No.
Shit.
Yes, there are pearls in...
On the train.
Yeah, there are pearls in the university, more in the sort of the magic end of it. You're not really supposed to be there, but it is attached to your library. Like, they're not going to ask questions if you're in there, but taking a pearl, they probably wouldn't let you. Because you're a librarian.
I'm gonna ask nicely.
But they will have pearls worth 100 gold, because they will need to identify stuff as, a magic school.
Sweet. I need to borrow one of those.
Okay, so are you heading back to the train? Because,
So,
if you remember, it was at least an hour's walk from
Yeah.
here to where you were throwing people in the river.
They're not people,
Here's
they're only
my-
halflings.
suggestion.
That's racist.
I need a pearl at least worth 100 gold pieces. I do know where to borrow one such pearls at the university, hopefully, if they let me. Otherwise, I'm gonna need to get creative. But I would like to know what the shit this is all about, so if you're all happy to join me back here tomorrow.
Okay.
Train's not going anywhere,
True.
Alright then.
and you don't have a choice, this is part of you being a student.
Sucks to suck.
Okay.
What's the main?
So I'm assuming we
Quite
head back to the
curious.
city then.
Right then.
So, you're all going to head back to the city. And we'll just bring on over back to this map.
When I get into the city, I want to stealthily look for pearls and possibly steal those pearls.
Okay, so you're going to go pearl stealing
Uh-huh.
in a market.
It's like a
Yes.
pearl vendor.
A very busy market.
Not a very busy market. I'll go to the quietest market I can find. And if I can't find one there, I'll go break into people's houses.
Naturally.
Just
Okay.
random people's houses.
I am headed home first. I'm presuming Anne follows me. I'm gonna drop
Yeah.
the strong box at home.
Okay. So, before we get to pearl thieving, what are Lizard Man and Mini Boy doing?
Oi, Pandal.
Yeah.
Wanna go drinking?
Yeah, let's go drinking.
There
Yeah,
could
let's
be a
go
cartoon made of these two.
It's a day ending with Y. Let's go.
drinking.
Nice. So,
I'll do what I did the last ever and play the flute. Get it for free.
Yeah,
Okay.
excellent idea. Right,
I thought so.
roll me, first of all, roll me a performance with your flute.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
If anybody actually knows how you're supposed to roll with instruments, if you have
Yeah, I was
proficiency in
about
said
to
instrument.
ask.
Otherwise, we'll just do the thing where you it means you can, so roll performance.
Yeah.
It means you can without disadvantage or something like that.
Okay.
16.
Well, I have.
Alright, as
Proficiency
relatively
anyway.
decent. So, yeah, you play the flute quite well. Just
Does
in the
that trigger my entertainer thing where it lets me get food and drink for free?
yeah, that
Sick.
will do it. I have no idea what you're talking about, but yes, absolutely.
Oh, it's the background trait, whatever the fuck thing.
Yeah, I've not read it because I've never played an entertainer.
Okay, just it's there. Trust me.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I was going to give you it anyway, but yeah.
Fair enough.
So yeah, you can get you and Sauriv some dinner. Sauriv, it's disappointing. First of all, you have to inform
I'm just
them.
gonna. Yeah,
not
I'm going
vegetable?
to ask them for raw meat.
Okay.
Yeah, if I
I
get
just want
any,
raw
gets
meat.
any vegetables, I'll take his vegetables and fruit, and I'll give him my meat.
They
Because I
give
know
you,
how he gets when he doesn't get when he gets vegetables.
they do give you steak. It is rare, not raw, because they just assumed you meant rare, because raw would be weird. So it is cooked, but it is not very cooked. And it is just a steak, because Pandal is like, hey, don't give him vegetables.
Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
don't give the huge lizard vegetables, yeah? Between you and me,
Sure, so,
I'm not paying for the damages. Okay, let's put it that way.
fine.
When it
Yes,
comes,
sir.
I'm gonna pick it up with my hand, just slightly disappointedly, but eat it anyway.
You get some very curious looks, but the bard is playing quite well, so nobody really cares. Okay, so you are both drinking, I believe?
Yes.
Those are constitution rolls, saves.
Okay.
The halfling
Ah.
Okay, so neither of you get even remotely drunk.
We're used to this.
That's an 18
Yeah,
and a
this is
19
normal.
there, so both of you are just absolutely fine. Yeah. Spend the night drinking. Don't even feel it. Well, you get a bit of buzz, but that's it. Okay, so Anne and Matthias, we cut to you two. You head back towards, I assume, Matthias's place, the university, where you headed.
Yes.
First my place to ditch the strong box.
Alright, so you're heading back to Matthias' place. You're going to go just ditch your little strong box that you carry with you.
Yep.
Okay,
On
I'm
field
just
trips and
going.
then to the university.
and then you
I'm
go
just
to the
going
library.
along with Mathias.
And you just follow him? What do you do once you are at the library?
Say hello to everyone.
Are they-
Have Violet disp. Nah,
Did you give names yet?
they're normal here. Wait, familiars are normal here. Violet can stay.
Yes, there are. They're
I'm
all around
assuming
you.
she's
There are
been
more
around
familiars.
for- Yes. Just gonna
No, you didn't.
head on
Okay,
into the magics department.
sure. Yeah. It's like right next to your library. They kind of come in the most.
Yeah. I'm gonna check where the pearls are.
Where what? Sorry.
And I'm going to check where the pearls are.
The pearls. The pearls are. They would be kept in a strong box with the someone working in one of the offices, I assume. Not the offices. The like labs.
Yeah.
The best way you'd probably know would be to go talk to the receptionist. Because they have a sort of a reception area where you can sign in, sign out equipment and all that kind of stuff.
I'll go there.
Go talk to her. She might help. And there's a kitsune woman sat behind a desk there.
Afternoon.
Oh, hey there. How can I help you, Matthias?
Yeah, that's gonna be a difficult one, is it? I kinda sorta need a pearl. I need to
Well-
borrow
well,
one.
I would have
Yes.
thought that maybe the market would be a place for that.
They're expensive. I just need it for one thing.
What do you need it for? We only have a few, and
yeah,
we can't.
I just need it for a day, even if that much. There's some. I went off the train again. There's something out in the woods. Well, basically, fairly big stone structure, about 15 feet in diameter. There's an iron band around it. The iron band's pretty magical. I want to know what the magic is about, so I need a pearl to identify the thing.
Oh, well, I suppose. What if we? Well, hang on. Anne, you're a student, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, I suppose if it was in the care of one of our students, then I could let you. I assume Anne will be coming with you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I will.
Very well, if you'll follow me. And she gets up and walks off, sort of in more back, into the lab, takes you over to kind of one of the equipment lockers, and then opens that up. Opens a smaller locker with a key, and then opens another locker with a key, and then takes out the strong box and opens that, in which there are about 50 of these pearls. And she takes one out and hands it to Anne. There you go. Just one day.
Thanks.
Be sure to bring it back by this time tomorrow, okay?
Yes, thank you very much.
Bring it back tomorrow.
I will hand it to Mathias.
Unless we wind up in trouble. No, Anne, you keep that. You're the magic student here.
I keep it to myself. I pocket it away somewhere safe.
The receptionist smiles at you.
I smile back.
Believe me, if we fail to return it tomorrow, we have bigger problems. Much bigger problems.
Now that's a worrying thought.
I mean, nothing I haven't dealt with before, I suppose. How's it going here?
Well, students are on break for the next couple of days, as we're stopped.
Oh, Sure.
It's quiet, you know.
Well, thanks for the help. Hopefully, I'll be bringing back books tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, good luck with that.
Thanks. I'm gonna head on out.
She goes to lock up the 17 lock boxes. 3 lockers and a lockbox. Shit secure, yo.
I'm just gonna go back in the library.
Okay.
Once we're there, out of earshot of the mages, I'll just casually ask sort of quietly ask do you even know how to identify?
No, I don't really know how to do
That's
that.
fine. That's fine. And I'll I'll open my hand for the pearl.
I hand in the pearl.
Thanks. They didn't need to see that, and I'm gonna pocket it.
Savage. Okay. Sure. Add
Wow.
1 pearl worth 102 gold pieces to your inventory.
Yes.
Just make sure to keep it away from that vessel. She seems really shifty.
Yes.
I haven't even done anything yet. That you know of.
Yeah.
The character's
I
just quiet.
suppose I'm gonna go back to work for the rest of the day.
Yeah, but that's
Alright.
the whole problem. She's very quiet. That's suspicious.
So you spend the rest of your day doing a lot of sustaining of the flux wards, keeping the arcane ward from interfering with any of the books, as it's well known to do, changing letters around and things like that. Along with the rest of them, your number 2 and number 3, who also work in the library.
Yargon,
Yes,
I don't mean to.
that is worrying, isn't it?
Yes,
I have been lied to.
you have been bamboozled
It's
by YouTubes.
Cover,
Yes, it's
but
still
it
the
is
tune.
definitely the theme.
Yep, I've been lied to. We're gonna
Honestly.
just...
Just don't monetize this, and you will maybe okay.
That wasn't the plan
Alright.
anyway, but
Well,
we'll
that's
just do
good,
this,
so-
so hopefully that'll just restart
Oh. Well, what was that?
that. That was the Game of
The
Thrones
music.
theme.
The music was the Game of Thrones theme.
Oh,
We're
I
looking for like
Frostwalker muted.
not copyrighted music. So.
Frostwalker was summoning lawyers.
Yes.
That was funny. Okay.
I was already confused why there was no music, but I had Frostwalker muted.
Good job.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what do you guys, what is it? It's Vesztel, I suppose, up next. Oh, actually, last thing, Anne. Yeah, what do you do? Quickly.
I am free to browse the library, right? Carefully.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna read through some magic books to study.
Okay.
Yes, to like study into magic.
Vesztel, what do you do?
That's all.
Oh, by the way,
sorry.
when you, name, Mathias, sorry.
Yes.
When you brought up your, detect magic, you only noticed the things I told you. Nothing else.
So the rim.
Yes, there was nothing
Yeah,
else was
mouse.
magical. On anyone else or around in the area, all of that. Should have mentioned. It was
Okay.
only the rim that you saw.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Well-
Yeah, that's interesting. I was going to retroactively. I'm going to say I'm going to look around all the markets I can, and find the easiest pearls steal I can. Hopefully,
Okay.
guess him rolling investigation to find the pearls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it would be investigation. No, it would be perception to find pearls.
Perception. Okay. Darn
Yeah,
it, that's
so I
one
think
less. Do I have to roll at disadvantage, or can I just stay in the shade and stuff?
I believe it's direct. Is it direct sunlight or is it bright light?
is direct sunlight.
If it is specifically direct sunlight, then no, you are not at a disadvantage
Okay, good.
because you are in a train.
Okay. I didn't know there was like. Oh yes.
Ooh,
22, nice. That's an 18 on the roll. No, 19 on the
Yeah.
roll. That,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You do find some nice looking pearls that might work. Some of them even happen to be attached to necklaces.
That's annoying. Are there a lot of people around the stand?
There are a few.
There are a few.
It's really quite
I
crowded.
would like to walk up behind one of the people and just snatch it from like the waist level. Just a quick
Alright.
snip,
Sneaky?
sticking.
Okay. Because of how crowded it is, this would be at disadvantage.
I would.
Because it is really, really crowded here. There's loads of people. And this is
Well,
the
wouldn't that
smallest
make it
least
Don't
thingy market.
advantage? Because then they would be harder to notice.
Yeah, don't muggers usually mug when it's very crowded?
It's
Yeah.
pickpocket, but yes,
Yeah, muggers, pickpocket, yeah.
mugging is actually like threatening.
Slightly
people.
different.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
Yeah, mugging is violent.
Yeah, it's also directly in front of a guy who is kind of keeping an eye out for this because, you know, the guy at the stand at the market. Because there's lots of people, therefore he'd be on edge.
Well, I have a +8, so the least I could get is a 9.
At least you could get in the cops on your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, I'll tell you
Okay.
what, because of the thing, I'll let you have it at just regular. Because you're right,
Okay.
lots of people. And
Oh.
that's a 16, which means I do
Yeah.
actually need to roll. So, ooh,
What?
Spicy.
that's a 16. So,
Oof.
What does that mean?
I don't see it. Where do you see this roll?
GM roll.
Oh, well, they were saying spicy and stuff. So I'm like, what?
Because I'm like, ooh.
Well, I heard Yargon.
Yeah.
I don't know the ruling on that because
Usually it goes to
usually
the
it's
player, I think.
no, it's not to the player. It'll be
Usually perception beats stealth.
yeah.
Disadvantage.
But then again,
Stealth is a DC.
yeah, I suppose it is. So thing, but it's also mix, so status quo, which is usually I don't know if that's D&D, but it's in most systems.
I guess I just slip and I don't steal it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that sort of the guy becomes suspicious of you, and he's definitely watching you very intently. He thought he saw you going for it, but you made it look like you were just looking at it.
Yeah.
And you
I'm
sort
gonna
of
go somewhere else and try to steal different pearls now,
okay,
if I can. Do I need to make another perception, or
yeah,
I'm so bad at perception?
I know
Oh,
that's why
I'm
you're rolling
getting.
it.
I like
19.
this red. This
Sure.
red is really nice.
I think dice color has anything to do with it.
Shh, let me think that.
Yeah, sure. It's not like I don't change my dice anyway. So you go looking for more pearls, and it takes you a while, sort of wandering through the market, sort of pretending to browse jewellery and stuff, and eventually you find another stall that sells pearls, or sells things with pearls on them that look roughly the right value.
Okay. And I'm gonna do the same tactic.
Okay. Go for it.
Come on, dice.
Ooh.
24.
24.
That's di-
Double.
Just in case. No! Okay. So I was rolling for crits, and I got a crit.
The wrong end of
Not the one you wanted, though.
Yeah, wrong end of the spectrum. So, as you do that, not only do you manage to grab what appears to be a necklace with the pearl on it, but the guy ends up sort of getting distracted by one of the patrons, the guy behind the thing. He's what's the word? Dragonborn. Black Dragonborn guy, like 7 foot tall. You know, imposing figure and all that. But he ends up getting in a bit of an argument with this woman who is halfling, so taller end of the spectrum, taller than Pandal, but this halfling woman who is very adamant that it should not be the price it is, and they start sort of yelling at each other, and clearly his attention is diverted.
Almost like real
So
shopping.
can I grab another one?
So you grab it. You could grab another one, but maybe someone else would notice.
Oh, that's a good point. I probably shouldn't do that then. I'm just gonna walk off then.
Okay. Yeah. So you just sort of pocket it and walk off.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk to a nearby bar. I don't
Nearby
know.
bar.
If,
You
I don't know
hear
if Paddle and them are
an interesting
there,
flute sound coming from inside.
but I head in.
There is Pandal on a small stage, so that he's roughly small stage. He's stood on a bar stool because that puts him at roughly the right height to be just the same height as everybody else.
And what am I adding to my inventory, by the way?
I'll get to that in a moment. And Sauriv is sort of just holding a steak in front of his face and chewing on it gracefully.
I sit like a table away from Sauriv.
I mean, you two notice him coming in, and he appears to be muted for whatever reason.
He's
I
taking a
Can you
shower.
hear me?
Oh, right,
Oh, him.
No,
Oh,
him.
yeah.
I'm gonna use the moment and get me another bottle of water. I'll be back
Absolutely. Should we
shortly.
take a
Um,
bit of a
yeah.
break?
Quick
Yeah,
five.
Okay.
the end here, yeah.
We'll take 5.
Okay. Yeah, let's take a quick five real quick.
So,
I'll be right back.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll be right back.
I was gonna take a quick break.
I will add that to your inventory. Right.
I have returned.
Yep, same. I have a bottle of McChuff here, or something.
McChiv.
Yeah,
Nice.
got it for Christmas from the company I work.
Nice.
Brune beer.
I am back.
I may or may not have a job to do tomorrow which involves glue and polymer clay.
I'm back.
Good
What?
job.
Glue?
What?
Yes, glue.
What about me?
Polymer clay.
So, quick question.
Yes.
Anne,
Hmm.
what do you do with the letter that you were given?
Uh,
At the end of the day.
well, I guess I'll take a quick look at it, see if it's still the same.
Okay.
Probably is.
Take a look.
Yeah. Huh?
Probably isn't.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Is Mathias around?
You can probably find him.
I'm going to
Right,
Mathias.
I'm at his place.
You may note it has his address at the top.
Yeah.
That's not his address. But yeah,
His name though.
it is his name, but it's not his address.
Wait, has Mathias' name?
Hmm.
It
Yeah,
does
it's
now.
been changed.
Okay. Do I find Mathias? Probably.
Matthias, does she find you? Where does she find you?
If it's in the evening, at home.
Sure, you find him.
Okay. I'll ring his doorbell. Wait, there's probably the doorbell is there. I'll knock his door.
There we go.
Just a moment. There's a bunch of ruffling noises inside. It probably takes a solid 2 to 3 minutes before he actually comes to open the door. Oh, Anne.
Hey Mathias, I was looking at this letter again. Do you happen to have a brother?
I mean, I have a half sister somewhere on the train.
That letter I read out this morning.
Yeah.
The text in it is completely changed. It's now some address, not your address. It's addressed to you, and it says,
What?
"Dearest brother, as you know, General Enan has graciously asked for me to make him breakfast." God, I did.
What?
I
Let me
didn't.
read
I didn't
this.
read the rest of the letter through still. So
Do you mind if I read it? Come on in.
yeah. Apparently. No wait, dearest brother. No wait, it's your friend.
Well,
No,
let me
this
see
letter
that.
totally
Let me
doesn't
see.
make sense to me.
Yeah, no, probably not. What would you like to drink?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
It's
Are we
amazing.
missing still? Are we missing Bomb? Oh, wait, was that Bomb?
I don't think
That
so.
was-
Back.
That was done.
I think
I
everyone's
love.
here now.
I love this letter. It's amazing.
You're welcome.
Do you
Okay.
mind if I have a look?
Yeah, sure. I hand him over the letter again.
As you look at the
Yargon.
letter, it does not appear to have changed. You still see the same gibberish you saw before. Matthias.
That's still illegible to me.
Okay, so what it says now is, it's your name, and is it my address on the letter?
No,
Actually,
the address has changed.
and it's a completely random address. It says, "Dearest brother, as you know, General Enan has graciously asked for me to make him breakfast. I would hate to
Gen-
see you
wait,
here for
wait,
the
wait,
event."
Wait, stop. General who?
Enan. Enan.
A-E-N-O-N.
It's still the same as this morning.
N-A-N.
I mean, that's probably just flux to hell.
Yeah, I just got confused until I started reading the rest of the letter. It's also asking to please not meet him at Everall Town Hall's gate next year. It's addressed your friend Prince Ineret Kilbella, if I read that correctly.
Would I recognize any of those names at all, or the general, or whatever?
You are not reading that correctly, and I'm not providing you the translation because it's written in a terrible script for a reason. Okay,
Kilfella.
yep, no. Okay,
Yeah.
the two of you roll me some histories.
This is like doctor's writing.
That's the point.
Yeah.
But history. Okay,
I failed.
Yeah.
perfect. Matthias, from his bad attempts, you can just about make...
In a row.
God, stop. You can just about make out Zilbella. might be what he's trying to say. The second name there. That is the
That is an
name.
X. Damn.
Yes, Nex. That is the second name of the royal family from the what's it? The tiered city of Avriel.
So the royal family, not the noble family.
The royal family.
Okay.
That is the name of the royal.
And how high up the noble ranking are you in Avriel? Or your family, or whatever?
I don't know.
You
What
are
was
not.
it?
You weren't from Avriel.
Yeah, that's I don't know my own background. GG.
Well,
Okay, I don't know. I don't come from there.
and this was posted to your address.
Yes. I'll take another look at the letter, see or the envelope, see if that still has the right address on it. My name. somewhere.
No, it has the same address as on the the new letter.
That's weird. The envelope's address also changed.
That's not too weird. That's probably also flux to. Do you mind if I have a look at the envelope?
Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
my bad. No, it wouldn't. It would still have the same address on it. Sorry,
Ah, yeah.
I don't know
Because
my
it's
law.
not
Yes,
folded, it's
wasn't
not.
folded. Yes, no, that still has the same one.
Okay. No, the envelope is still the same. Does Mathias still want to see the envelope?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll hand it to
You
him.
take the envelope.
Can I read the address on it?
Yes, you can.
It's
It-
the letter.
It is her
Hand it
address.
Back to her. Yeah, the letter's shot.
Yeah.
I'm not going
It's-
to make anyone breakfast.
Oh, that's a shame. No, yeah, I don't know. I was just, I guess, surprised to see your name on the letter now.
Yeah. Speaking of,
Hope you're taking notes.
Should
I
probably
have.
do.
Oh, I need to make a
Before you
Text
forget
file.
the time, date, location, and stuff that the letter gave you.
I never got those.
7 at the 25th of March was, or 24th. Damn.
Nope.
It was
Thanks,
something like the
Arthur.
7th or the 20th.
Okay. Roll me a memory check, which I believe is just intelligence.
It's not really.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Can Mathias roll memory? I told him the date as well.
Yeah, Mathias, you can roll.
Intelligence.
14. Yeah. You remember it was the 24th of February next year.
Ah.
Avriel's Town Hall gates. Well, it's at the 5th of the 4th of the 5th of the 24th.
What?
The 5th of the 24th of February next year. Was the exact
Yeah,
wording.
that's what was confusing me.
Yeah, I know.
The 5th
Okay.
of the 24th. Okay then.
I assume Mathias tells me this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I note it on the somewhere in the blank space on the envelope.
What the hell's that?
Right,
fifth
sure.
meant to be?
I have no clue.
Has this been folded ever? When's the train supposed to make it to Avriel?
The train will take... what is it? It's... I did the maths. 33 weeks or something? After the time.
Oh, so we're not gonna make it in time anyway. If we take the train.
The train is set to go through
Pirnas.
Vinas, but if you were to... even if you were to take the shorter route that doesn't go through Vinas, you would be somewhat late to the event. You could make it. Note that typical D&D walking speed, you could make that on foot in just over a month. Although there is a mountain range. Oh no, that's if you go round the mountains. You could make it on foot in just over a month.
Is that shorter than when the
That's
train
from
would make it?
Furnace? Or...
the train will not make it to Avril
Fine.
for a significant time.
So if you walk from Furnace to Avril...
No,
what-
from where you are. It will
Oh,
take
from where we
about, it takes like 33.5 days, I think.
Yeah,
but
we
the
have
train,
like half a year.
the train takes 30-something weeks, if I'm correct.
The current date was
So 10
June,
times the
right?
time.
Something like that.
17th of June. I
Right,
have.
17th of June, yeah.
Well, train's not gonna make it there. We can do it on foot, probably on horseback.
You don't have any...
Do you really want to
On the
go
train.
there?
Yeah.
Alright.
And you'd have to buy them with what money?
The pearl you nicked.
You guys don't know about that.
I have money.
Nope, I don't. Well,
I don't know how expensive horses are.
and how well can you keep a secret?
Pretty well.
No. I'm not asking for pretty well here. I'm asking for you're gonna keep a secret, or there's gonna be problems.
Of course I
Big
can keep
problem.
secrets.
Good. Cause well, you know,
I
can't
have to
just
manipulate
go
him into
and,
telling him all his secrets.
I can't just go and identify metal bands out of nowhere. I need books for that.
Yes.
Gonna get the strong box
Ooh.
and show her.
Anne,
Uh-huh.
well, first of all, would you like to describe said book?
It's me black book. It's
That's a great
just
description.
books. It is effectively a book with a plain black cover, but it's very black, like very black, and
Fanta
the
black.
pages are not Fanta black.
Yeah.
Dark black.
And the pages, although they look old, they are in good condition. There is writing in there. Don't think you can read it though.
What language?
Fuck you. Pretty much, it's arcane as shit.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Nice.
I only speak Common, Elvish, and Thieves' Cant.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Unless you speak the Great Old One, I don't think you're gonna make sense of this.
Okay, so,
Oh, of course he's...
Anne,
Goodness.
you recognise that A, the book is in a language you don't understand, and B, it's a book. You understand the value of these books, if I'm correct. Yes.
Yes.
He cannot be... It's the sort of thing he really shouldn't be owning.
So yeah, this is kind of where my magic comes from. It's entirely
Wow.
where my magic comes from.
Oh, wow. She says.
I mean, it's quite a good read, if I manage to decipher it.
Well, I won't say anything. I have never seen that, whatever you have.
Is it in a... Wait, did you say it was in a strong box?
Yes.
Okay, my character definitely had taken note of that.
Yeah, she carries a strong box. He carries a strong box with him.
Wait, everywhere?
Maybe back, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's strange.
Whenever he plans on using magic.
Let me just look at one of my spells.
So, wait, what are you doing?
Who?
Somebody's about to cast magic.
No, I was thinking my invisibility magic, but it's only creatures I see. It was like I could make the strong box. Well, if I make the strong box invisible, the book would show. So it's like I can make it invisible, so nobody would see it.
Well, it only lasts for a certain amount of time. Concentration up to 1 hour. And you can't concentrate when you're asleep, so as soon as you go to sleep, it ends anyway.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you want to really do
No.
before you go
Well,
to bed?
I guess I'm going home,
Okay. I mean, sure.
and then I'll go to sleep.
Sure. The other three in a bar. Yes. Okay.
I try to identify the book itself.
Okay. One moment. We'll get to that. Sauriv,
Boy.
Uh-huh.
you notice while you are sort of gingerly eating your steak, gingerly as far as you're concerned, eating your steak, you notice what appears to be that elf drow blue thing from before walking.
I don't appear drow, I appear wood elf.
Oh, good point, yeah. The wood elf walks in.
Okay. I assume Pandal's sitting with me, or is he still performing?
He is
I'm
stood
still-
on a bar stool, performing. Just to be at roughly the same height as everyone else.
He's still shorter.
Oh yeah, no, he's still a foot shorter than you.
I'm looking at people's chins.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say,
If he,
uh,
I will start heading towards the corner unless he says anything.
you're heading to where?
A corner.
Go sit
Just
in
a
the corner.
random corner.
Yeah. A black corner. Somewhere no one will see me.
You know what? I'm gonna ruin your plans. I'm going to
Oh boy.
I'm just gonna call out. Oi, elf, come on.
I
Come,
look at you.
have a drink.
I look at you. Kind of narrow my eyes and go over to the table.
Can I, as I'm performing, just like stare down Vesztel
Absolutely.
when
Stare down or stare up?
stare down, stare up probably. But,
Stare directly at.
yeah,
Why are you staring at me?
and he says that to make like a go be nice to the lizard man.
His eyes are probably on the height of her chest. Directly
No,
at
Rick.
her.
I roll my eyes at Pandal and sit with the lizard.
I'm just gonna shout to the bartender. Oi, another ale. You do drink ale.
Wait, what?
You do drink ale.
Not very often.
The bartender places a tankard down in front of you just as you say that.
Well, you drink ale now.
You can
Okay.
only.
Well, under the table, I want to use my thieves' tools to separate the pearl from the necklace.
Oh, Jesus.
While you're sitting in a bar.
Under the table,
While-
very, very carefully in my cloak.
like, if you want to understand
To be
Sauriv,
fair,
I'm gonna say no.
Oh,
That's
be
not
fair,
something you could do with a
Pandal,
cloak.
you're a very good distraction.
That's
True.
true. I am.
But
yeah.
that's not the sort of
Activating performance.
that's the sort of thing that requires, if anything, a bit of smithy because it's kind of stuck in with metal.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
it
not
has a
something
pair
you-
of pliers and narrow blade scissors. so I
Yeah,
figured
it's
I
not the
might
sort of
be
thing
able
you could
to.
do under your cloak. You'd need to actually concentrate and put some time into it.
And it
I
makes
mean-
all got awful clinking noises as well.
Also,
Well,
I could just use the. I'll probably go back to my room sometime and use a file or something because I have a file in here.
Yeah.
I'll
Can
do
do
that
that.
later then.
Yeah.
I guess I will take a sip of the ale. Probably not enjoy it, but I will try to look like I'm enjoying it.
roll performance.
Performance, okay. One second. I lost my
Sorry,
character.
roll me an insight.
I was just about to do that.
Yargon, the book actually doesn't specify a language.
Decent. It's written in whatever
Where
language
is-
I say it is.
Nice.
Performance is like just below
Ah,
perception.
nope.
no.
Nice. Yeah, no, you can tell she's not enjoying this.
The ale or just your company?
Yes.
Both.
You can tell she's not enjoying herself.
Wisdom save for Sauriv.
Does Sauriv care?
I'm just gonna say you don't like ale.
Not really.
Okay.
You want it?
Oh. Okay, I'll have it then.
I ordered myself a wine at that point.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh.
fancy bloody elves.
Do you want
Better
a,
than the rest of us.
a
Didn't say that,
bottle?
by the way.
Do you want a, a bottle and two glasses, ma'am? She looks at you and then at Sauriv kind of curiously.
I look at him.
As I am downing an ale.
I look at him. 1 glass.
Very well. And he brings you a bottle and a glass.
I'm assuming that's gonna cost me because it's wine.
A bottle and a glass, or just a glass?
A bottle of wine, yeah.
Okay, yes, that will cost you.
I'm,
How much?
see, when he comes over, I'm just gonna point over to Pandal, and I'm just gonna say, put it on his tab.
I'm okay with this.
Okay.
I seem
then.
to cheer up somewhat.
Sure.
At that point,
he
I
sort
seem
of
to cheer
accepts
up.
that. Goes to put it on Pandal's tab. Pandal, you're now paying for this.
I hope you have more money than me, because, yeah.
Because this wine costs 30 gold pence.
What?
Coins.
Holy fuck.
I didn't even have enough money for that.
I think I'm starving for the next week and playing this bar.
No, I'm messing with you. Yeah, no, it'll just come under your free food and drink thing.
Oh,
That's what I was hoping for.
Because it's
I was hoping, but I didn't know.
it's free food and drink for you and your companions, if I'm right.
I believe so, yes.
So yeah, no, I'll just come under it.
Sweet. And I will drink wine.
You drink wine.
Today I was feeling a little bit fancy, so I did.
One of them fancy sorts. I don't mind. As long as you're drinking.
Okay.
Okay, sure. So, I suppose with that, unless... Right, oh yeah. Does anyone have anything else they want to do other than dismantling, for some reason, a necklace?
Because I don't want them to know I stole a necklace. I just want them to know that I have a pearl.
You could have bought the necklace. We wouldn't
Yeah.
have known.
I mean, we don't know how much money you have.
Yeah, fair point.
We don't know that you're
To be fair, you did just order wine like it was no big deal.
Oh yeah, fair point.
We probably think you're fucking minted.
I probably have the least amount of money in the party.
And everybody now thinks you're rich, so... RP that,
Good
guys.
I assume Pandal sees the wine, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I know you're rich now, good.
Well, okay, I guess I'll leave it at that because that's actually kind of useful.
Okay. So, the next day rolls around. Unless anyone else wants to do anything.
My character would get up super early and be out. She'd probably wash herself up in the river and then be ready.
Long rest.
Heal.
heals,
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah, long rest. So, recover all spell slots and heal all wounds.
Oh, thank you.
Sick.
Oh yeah.
Definitely need it. I'm now at max HP again. Yay.
I get my reach back. Yay.
Yay, spell slots.
I didn't even use any spell slots yet.
She's even casting the weak stuff.
Well, it isn't that weak, even.
It does the least. It does like 1d4.
No,
Plus
it doesn't
something.
take 10.
That's
Oh,
That does
D10.
1d10.
It's
Vicious
Pandal.
Mockery
Just been
does
rolling
1d4.
Yeah. Sorry,
So-
Solid
no,
attack.
Yeah, per firebolt 1d10. Yeah.
you've just been rolling terribly.
And my first roll was like a 6 or something.
Yeah. But my
But the two after that were 2.
So, are you all going to meet up and head out to the place you were at yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll meet up with Mathias first in the city.
Sure. Again, it's about an hour's walk from the train.
I would try to get there first.
At that place. Or at the bottom of the train.
At the place.
Okay. Yeah, you can be there first unless anyone wants to contest that.
Nah.
No. Pandal probably arrives slightly late. Like, not inconveniently late, just slightly late.
Fashionably late.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll probably arrive slightly before Pandal, but not that much.
15 feet before Pandal. Got it. And, okay, so yeah, you all arrive.
Hey,
why not?
where's
eventually.
my... I have 2 character tokens. How did I do that? Oh, I guess they were still on there.
Oh, yeah.
Click on it and click delete on your keyboard. There you go.
So, is there anything you want to do before the others arrive, Vesztel?
I'll probably take a dagger and see if I can make an indent in between the
You can't
ring
even
and the
scratch it.
edge. Yeah. I'll probably just start playing with it and stuff,
Yeah.
trying to mess with it.
For all intents and purposes, you can't affect the metal in any way.
Yeah.
Nothing you do seems to affect it.
And after I figure that out, I'll probably just sharpen my knives. One of my knives.
Sure, absolutely. So you're sitting there sharpening a dagger? A dagger?
The dagger that I probably used to try and mess with the stone.
Sure.
Probably no. Yeah. Someone noticed.
The music. It was the Game of
Oh.
Thrones one again.
Oh.
Oh,
I assume that was Gav.
Yes.
cheers,
Okay.
Gav. So, yeah. In that case, I guess you all arrive pretty much roughly at a similar time to find
Yep.
Vesztel and the Wood Elf and Black Cat just sitting there, sharpening a dagger.
Yeah.
Oh. Morning.
Oh, it's
Morning.
the rich one again. Hello.
Yes, moneybags.
Right.
Rich?
What?
How do you guys mean rich?
I look at them inquisitively, but don't say anything. And I...
Right.
Did you still need that pearl, Mathias?
Oh, I borrowed one from the university.
Okay.
Right, you have a pearl?
Maybe.
I look at her
Well,
questioningly.
you didn't tell us that yesterday.
I went out and bought one just in case you guys couldn't get it.
Yeah. She doesn't have it if you don't need it, right? I've got to nudge her.
Shit, you are rich. Well,
Yeah.
um,
Well, this is established early.
what the hell? I don't expect you to go pay 100 gold for some lead.
Well, I figured since you were borrowing it, you might need it again later, so even if I didn't need it now, I would have it later for you.
Sure. Thanks. Okay.
I give her a bit of a suspicious look.
Right. If
I gave him a wink.
Well, if y'all could take point
Or her
ways
wink,
again,
sorry.
so I can get to business.
Sure, I do the same thing I did last time, and I try to watch him.
I again sent Violet after her.
Right, well, Violet follows, I assume.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll me the same things you did last time.
It was
I
the sleight of
rolled
hand
stealth
for,
it
and
up.
then perception.
Sleight of hand and perception, yes.
Oh, that's rough.
13, that is
Ooh,
rough.
Oh, and I need. Ooh, yeah.
Oof.
Oh, she definitely notices me,
Ooh,
and
yeah.
I don't notice anything.
I'm just gonna ask her to keep her busy.
Okay,
Keep you.
so yeah, Violet sort of comes to land right on top of your head and looks down, like just upside down, sort of pseudo dragon head comes and pokes, and sort of looks at you and clearly, I don't think she can actually speak any language, so
No.
clearly just sort of getting in the way. She's obviously aware
I
that
do
you're
have
watching.
a slight telepathic connection with my cat, right?
Yes.
So would I be able to? No, probably not. Can
If
I
it's
tell
a
my cat to knock the steel dragon off?
if it's a familiar in the same way that the find familiar spell is, then you can look through your familiar's eyes.
Oh,
you
I'll
can.
just do that then.
I'm pretty sure you can anyway.
I thought that was just a Mac thing, but sure.
It's as an action, I believe.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll appear like I'm trying to get it off, but I'm going to look at my cat's eyes.
Okay, sure. Is your cat rolling stealth, and Mathias, are you rolling perception to see the cat?
By the way, it says here a familiar can't attack.
My familiar has stats for attacking.
Well, does it mean it can?
It has
Your
claws,
familiar,
melee
it's a
weapon,
cat.
attack plus 0.
Oh yeah,
one,
as an action
and
you
then
can see through the familiar's eyes.
yeah,
And
That
hear.
is the cat stats for a cat NPC, not a familiar NPC.
So,
Yeah,
perception.
familiar
But
can
because of the way
attack.
they're working, I'm gonna just say they can. But of course, they literally do 1
Yeah.
damage, so you know.
Getting my strong books.
21 because it's the
Getting the
first one.
book out.
Stealth 21. Okay, so yeah,
then
no,
do I have
you
to
don't
make
see.
Do I make a perception check with the cat now?
Yes.
Because the perception on my cat is actually really good. No,
It's
10.
advantage, isn't it? Oh no, it's on
No,
smell, so 10.
it's only on
yeah.
smell.
And
Unless it smells funny.
slight advantage 7 though, so yeah, no, you do see the black
Oh,
book.
well, it's the same as a stealth.
Clearly attempting to hide that he is casting magic from a book.
More so attempting to hide the book than the fact that I'm casting magic.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on this rock, but I'm not watching. I'm just
Yeah.
staying close in case something happens with this
Are there-
dodgy ass.
I
Is
am
there
on
any-
the other end.
oh.
Yeah.
Is there any inscriptions on the book that I can
Nope.
see? Nope.
Nope.
Just playing with that book. Interesting. My character is very intrigued.
You are going
I
to
roll a
cast
perception.
that, and
Yes.
it takes longer than you would expect to kick in, but not very much.
I see nothing.
Casting time 1 minute because it's a ritual, so whatever, that doesn't affect it really.
Takes an extra 30 seconds.
Yeah, so you finish it, and you're like, what? That doesn't work, and then suddenly, you know.
Bugger.
Okay, so, what does this do exactly?
You choose an object.
It's for magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires achievement to use. So what you learn from this is seal is a perfect seal. It is magically magicked to basically remain perfectly sealed, and to keep these two stones perfectly together. You couldn't get any, like even a gas or anything between them. It's complete seal.
Airtight.
It can be opened by speaking its command word, and what do you call it? With a drop of blood. What's the word?
Does he know the command word? Does that include in how to use?
Open sesame.
Do I learn
I
the command?
don't think that works.
It will be a very safe seal. Really.
I don't think that's how that works. Let me check.
No, doesn't look at it. How to use? Yeah, that's ambiguous.
I mean, it's kind of up to the DM with that. Like,
What would that identify?
You always make him just like if you're unsure, you always make him roll Arcana to figure it out.
Yeah, that might be what we're doing on. Sure. Yeah, roll an Arcana.
Ha.
Let me roll Arcana. Can I ask Violet to help me with this one?
No, because
Yeah.
Violet does not know this.
Like-
Because you know. Violet.
Oh.
Yes, that will do it. So you do learn the command word.
Okay.
With that, you also learn that the blood needs to be of Kitsune origin.
Oh.
Oh.
ah, that's the problem.
I can just go stab
Um,
someone. The receptionist lady.
Don't stab the receptionist.
We might get her to stab herself for us for magical stuff. Wait, so why is it quiet?
Because Gav is silently
I am-
raging at me. because he doesn't want to go just stabbing random people.
I totally do.
Oh right, well get stabbing then.
I totally know someone we can stab. I mean, borrow blood from.
No, you don't.
Do
You
you?
want that?
Yeah, true. I might.
Do you even own a vial to put the blood in?
I probably know quite a few people we could stab.
Oh,
Just look
absolutely.
like carry
They're-
around vials
They're
of
far away,
human
but I do
blood.
know them.
Enemies of your lizard clan.
I could buy a vial probably.
Or steal it.
Let's be
Slay
real.
of
Are you
Andrew
going to
steals
buy
someone's
anything
blood.
with all the money you don't have?
Well, if it's like the only reason why I stole this, I didn't have the money for it.
Aha, says the rogue.
Yeah. What?
Oh,
Can I roll a fight on that one, please?
The
Roll
rogue.
what?
You're
Okay,
lying, based on what we're saying. It's a joke.
There's only 1 GP for a vial.
Oh, oops, I just clicked the weird button on my keyboard.
okay. I guess. Do you want to say what you're doing?
Yes, I will inform. I
So,
will inform.
Violet just disappears off your head. Anne? Not Anne, what's the word?
Really
Fucking
should want to throw a dart at him, but I
Vesztel.
really shouldn't do that.
Getting the
Oh,
two
you
purple
really
people
should.
confused with the purple square next to Anne's name. Vesztel,
I'm
You
not
were-
purple.
you look purple from this
I
distance.
kind of do. Yeah.
Vesztel, yeah, Anne fuck! Words. I'm not good at this DMing.
Violet.
Violet. See, purple and violet are the same thing. Violet disappears off your head, and reappears by Mathias. I guess, can't really hide that.
I'll ask her. Hold on.
To be fair, my character is more blue than purple.
Yeah, but your clothes are kind of purpley.
Yeah. Some of them.
What are you messaging me? You've made this.
Yeah. Oh,
you
there goes
made
Vom.
this.
Who is that?
That was Vom.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, have we lost a Vom?
he's went offline, so
He lost the internet.
probably.
Hmm. Still in the roll 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, it usually takes a second though to register that they're gone.
I can't mention him in Discord even.
You can't?
It's like, wait, well, because he has a funky name and it won't let me type.
Just
Anyway.
right click on him and mention. It's the only way you can do it.
What is the thing that I'm looking for?
At least that's not important right now.
I'm sure these secrets are very engaging for our listeners.
So I want to
Yes.
pocket the bard. I'm kidding.
Go right ahead. I apologise, but somebody decided that we want like 17 secrets from the entire party. Let me just. Oh my god, this isn't. Oh no, that's completely the wrong thing. Okay, that's fine. Moment when I think I'm rolling with a very different negative to the one I'm rolling with. It's not even a negative, whatever. Dude. Well, let's see.
Oh, there he goes. He's out of the roll for it. Oh, there he's back.
Hello.
He's
Yeah.
in
Hey.
Discord.
Thanks, internet.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so Yeah. Let me just send a thing to Mathias, and then I'm going to...
Totally didn't say I was gonna pickpocket you while you're gone. What?
Oh, nobody said that.
You wouldn't do that.
Totally.
Oh.
I need the money to buy the files and help.
So, Anne,
Hmm.
Violet, like, stabs you with a claw.
Ow.
Like, quite broadly in front of everyone, just straight in the chest. Slowly,
can I?
but in front of
What was that?
everyone.
I would like to.
That's a crit fail and stuff, that is.
Mathias
Oh.
face bombs.
I kind of want to throw a dart.
Ooh, that's a bit rude.
Well, it's also a bit rude to stab someone.
The butterfly is fucking stabbing people, man.
It's not enough to do damage, it just sort of pricks you in the chest.
Okay, if it's not enough to, if it doesn't appear to be enough to do damage, I wouldn't throw
No.
it. But
So what you're
It's
saying is that the pseudo dragon is touching Anne's boobs.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Oh god, we got a perverted pseudo dragon.
Anne, how do you react to this?
I look up a bit surprised, but and wave Violet away. Like, what the hell?
Violet is waved away. Flies back over to Mathias.
What the hell?
I'm just kind of facing my hand, shaking, and I say the command words.
Okay. As you say that, the seal around the thing, it begins cracking. And begins to like in front of it, like a crack begins to form in it. And the crack
Is that supposed to happen?
slowly widens. And then suddenly
Yes,
the
this
whole
is
thing
supposed to happen.
springs open quite widely. And sort of clanks off around it. Now with a good chunk appearing to... or now bent open into no longer a full circle. You can now clearly see where this stone tablet, about at least an inch thick, is touching the... is sat perfectly matching the bottom, the base. Fuck, the tube thing. Inch, foot,
Oh.
at least a foot thick, my bad.
Okay.
Well then,
Well. Now we can open it.
I attempt to lift it.
Roll me strength.
I'm gonna also attempt to lift it.
Also
I'm
roll
gonna
me
pick
strength.
I'm gonna pick up yesterday's brunch.
Athletics?
No, just pure strength.
Okay.
That's actually really good for me.
Because you are rolling for crits.
Oh
Oh.
god.
Oh, okay.
I will try. Hold on.
Because
That
strength
is a save. But whatever, it's the die that count. Yeah, no. You also heave at this thing. To no avail.
Well, if we're doing it together, can we have a veil?
Can we have a veil?
Can we have
said
a
to know of
sentence
it.
first?
You want to what? First?
Work together.
Not you. Form?
I said, can we have a sentence first?
Oh, no.
It was my mild snark.
I appreciate it. I'm just disappointed it's not yellow and in text. Snarky yellow text, anyone? No? Okay. So,
Whatever.
yeah. Alright. So is everybody attempting to lift this thing
Right.
together?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, sure,
launch
I'll-
the
let me
brunch
just
in
join
there
this.
and try and lift it.
You attempt to leverage. Roll me a strength.
I'm gonna roll a strength. That's gonna go well.
Pan, what is the difference between your strength save and your... Well, you're not proficient in strength saves, it's just your strength, right?
Yeah, it's just strength.
Yeah,
Alright,
but jack
so-
of all trades.
It doesn't affect saves.
No,
Oh, does
doesn't
it not?
affect
Alright,
saves.
okay.
I wish it did, doesn't.
I think it affects
Oh.
regular rolls, though, but whatever. You know,
Yeah, it's ability checks, that's right.
It's just
Just
ability.
checks. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
And
ability checks.
see.
So what is... You get a +1 from that, I assume?
Well, no, because it's just a flat strength, isn't it? Not an ability.
Strength is an ability check, isn't it?
I would get a +1 if
Yeah, it
general
would be.
trait applies.
Then you can have the +1, so 14. 14 plus 18, that is a number. I'm going to need a calculator. I've failed my maths test. Shut up.
32. 32. No, not 32. Yes, 32.
Yes, 32.
The only thing where maths are handy. D&D.
14 plus 18 plus 15 plus 15 plus 5 is 67. Which means together, you all just about heave this about half an inch up. A huge stone tablet.
If someone critically fails, we drop it on their feet.
If somebody critically fails,
Get on the edge,
they
get on
drop
the
it,
edge.
it falls over and crushes them to death.
Oh dear.
Can we push it off to one side?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna... Yeah, because we'll just keep the rolls. You sort of slowly manage to work this thing off, and you manage to get it about a foot... not a foot, about 5 foot clear, so the lid is...
It's stable.
that.
Not going to fall. And crushes.
What is? Oh,
Oh, okay.
So, you know, lid.
should probably. Oh, never mind. Do I have any light? Actually, I have superior dark vision. Never mind. I don't need light. I look down the hole.
I also looked down the hole.
You look down the hole, and you see blackness. Pure blackness. Nothing else.
Even with my superior dark vision.
You don't even see the sides of the stone, like, circular thing going down. You don't even see that. You just see blackness. In fact,
How
it's
long
not,
is-
it's not even appears to be a hole. It appears to be fully matte black.
I stick the stick in it.
You stick the stick in it.
Oh.
What do you want from me? You stick a stick in it.
Does it go down
Uh,
though?
How long is
Yeah.
the rope? Isn't it like 50 feet?
60, I think.
60? Okay.
So, does anyone here... Can anyone
stick-
use light?
The stick does go down though. It doesn't like. It is
Incinerate?
an actual hole,
Oh.
isn't it?
Yeah, the stick goes down, but it does appear to vanish as soon as it basically touches this completely black surface.
So, can anyone cast...
But the bit in his hand's still there.
Actually, I can cast them.
Do you
I
attempt to
can-
pull
I
the stick
can.
back out?
Yes.
You can't.
Oh.
Oh,
I will cast dancing lights.
Okay.
Wow, that's range.
For
Yeah.
torch-sized lights within range, make them appear as torches, lanterns, or glowing orbs that hover in the air for the duration. You can combine 4 lights in one glowing, vaguely humanoid form from medium size. Nice.
I will send them down the hole.
Dim light in a 10-foot radius. Okay, as soon as you send them into this like black surface that you can make out there because you can't see anything, they just vanish.
Can I roll an investigation?
What is this, cloak? Yeah, I suppose I'll roll Arcana.
Do you continue to attempt to pull the thing out?
I continue to attempt to pull at the stick.
Because if you let go of it, it
Dude.
will fall.
So because I can mentally control where they are. Does it just like literally just break off?
Yeah, they're just sort of no longer there. You can't feel them.
I'm going
It's as
to
if it's
go
been
around
dispelled.
and try and
Ooh,
help
nice.
Matthias with these
By the way,
the stick because apparently he's incompetent.
Alright,
by the way,
roll
I
me a
will
strength.
say, guys, watch out! It's a weird substance. We don't know what it does.
50.
Don't
Yeah, that's
stick
stick
anything of yourself into it.
How
And I
did
pick
you
up a
think about
rock
jumping
and like
in?
throw it against where I think one of the sides will be to see if it makes a noise.
Yeah, absolutely. So, first of all, we'll just go through these rolls. Arcana and Investigation and Strength. With this 15 Strength, you pull on the stick and eventually it snaps. You pull the stick out,
Hmm.
the bit that was in falls down.
I'm gonna
silently.
listen carefully.
It doesn't make a noise. With an
There's no
Arcana,
problem
you
with the
have
words.
no idea what this is. You've never seen anything like this before. Even with a 19
Right.
Arcana. and with an investigation of 14, you sort of drop a pebble into it, or like put a pebble into it or something, and like as you are trying to figure out what this is, you work out that there is a surface, but anything that comes into contact with the surface is just it just gets stuck. It will not come up again once it is below the surface.
Detect magic.
I think it's magic.
It is completely mundane.
That would be the interesting part.
You see nothing.
Can't you do the?
Genuinely
What the
is.
hell?
I am mistaken.
Vom, you wanted to throw a rock against the side.
Yeah, it makes a noise.
It doesn't, no. Nothing that has gone down has made any noise.
I throw like a cat in. I'm kidding. Go.
Go for it, go for it, go for it, go for it.
Do it.
So we could really play
Do it. Do it.
I kind of want to, but I also don't want to get rid of the familiar that might actually be useful.
Can't Matthias do like the tome
never
again?
mind.
There's nothing magical to identify though.
He can't see.
You know what?
Oh,
I'm gonna.
I didn't detect anything. Okay. yeah.
Okay, guys, I have a really dumb idea.
Me too.
Actually,
Just waiting for that.
We found a halfling.
No,
disagree.
we find a fungus, and
I
we
have
throw
a-
the fungus down.
I have an even more dumber
See
idea.
I
what
mean-
happens.
That's not a terrible idea.
I have a
Right.
more terrible idea.
It's better than the halfling.
You see that archway?
Agreed.
For the record, I'm correct. None of you have touched the surface yet.
Yes. that's
No, I
Yeah.
have not.
I don't
Fuck
want to
that.
touch it.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to decapitate my hand first session.
Why not?
No,
It would be fun.
you just get sucked in as a whole.
Mainly because I have a dagger and a rapier, and that's not exactly surgery material.
I have an even more stupid idea.
I'm impressed, but okay.
We collapse the archway onto this thing, and we see if we can bust the walls.
If it
Wait,
leaks
what?
out and kills us all, it's on you.
Right, let me do something sensible first. I cast Mage Hand, and I'm gonna slowly dip the Mage Hand in.
The mage hand dips in just fine.
I'm gonna go like 3 fingers in a bit and try and pull out again.
It doesn't come back up. It can't come back up. It's stuck.
Well,
But
then,
did the same thing happen with my lights? Or did they just go out?
They went out because you didn't try and pull them back out. Everything
I
seemed to
would've
go in
tried to
just
pull them
fine.
back out.
So,
Okay.
so
well, as soon as they went in, as soon as they were all the way in, they didn't shed light. As soon as sort of the core of the thing, there was no more glow
Yeah.
coming from it, and they just were gone.
I
Alright then.
submerged the Mage Hand.
Yeah, no, it just you are no longer have a mage hand. It is dispelled
Well then.
as soon as it goes completely down.
You lose the spell.
Alright then, I'm going mushroom hunting.
Sure.
We're going
But
shroom
we already
hunting.
have corpses.
All right, hold up.
Corpses.
I
Can
just
I make a perception, or have I already walked into one?
You've walked
I-
straight into one.
Hey!
I'd like to point out
just
these,
take a
That's what I
step.
wanted.
these have been here the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They just wait for us. That's fine.
I just take a step back from this weird goo.
Well, goo. It doesn't appear to have moved in the slightest. Like, the
This weird
surface is
black stuff.
just a black hole from what
Watch
you
out
can see.
for the black.
Right, let me
It's an evil color.
and remove
Well-
all turns.
I have rope, so we could straight up send someone down there.
You want to descend into it.
Do you want to
Okay.
go down-
Right.
Do you want to go down there yourself?
First of all, technically this should get a surprise round.
I was thinking
Yeah,
that
fair enough. That's
we
fine.
could send the barbarian down because he wouldn't be smart enough.
Right, so
Not
Roll
us.
persuasion.
that's a brilliant initiative roll.
I know I rolled good on initiative.
But it is going to get a surprise round beforehand because I want
Okay.
to poke you before you insta-kill this thing.
I should probably roll initiative.
No, you need to pick it up and throw it
Yeah,
down
I'm
the
not going to kill it. I'm just
Oh,
going
that's
to
a terrible roll.
hug it.
I'm sure I'm going to get hit in the face by this thing and take more damage. That's just like what I assume is going to happen.
Where's the... Oh, there it is. Yep.
Can I not be in the way of him coming back?
Yeah,
Then I
you
would have
can
moved
get,
out of the way.
You can get out of the way. You don't have to roll initiative if you're not getting involved.
I was gonna get involved. It's just I didn't want
Sure.
to be. I wanted to have moved out of the way before he grabbed.
Get involved if I have to, so I'm
But
just gonna
MP
move,
did one?
move
When?
aside.
Alright, well, first of all, it gets... Oh, hell yes.
Come on, then.
Oh no.
And these are with advantage because it's a sneak attack, so...
Hold on, I'm gonna go check the rules on healing word. Hold up.
How many of those hit?
2.
Only
AC is
2?
higher than 18.
My AC is 19.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
Damn.
Alright, well you take
Oh,
9
holy
damage
shit.
as you go, oh my god, find me a fungus. You sort of stomp off into the forest, and suddenly a fungus finds you, lashing out its tentacles in your direction, caressing your bare skin. And for once in your lifetime you realise that maybe it would have been a good idea to put clothes on. And without...
Well, it's
we go
touching
through
my
initiative further.
scales, so
No, it's hitting you from the front, so no it's not.
Grab the fungus already.
Scaly. Yeah, I'm
Still.
just athletics. It's athletics
Well,
to
first of
grapple,
all,
so
Matthias?
Yes.
Are you just stepping out of the way?
I have moved aside, and Violet has perched herself on the archway.
Sure. Okay, so, Sauriv, you don't need to roll to grapple this because it cannot dodge. Because it's a fungus. And what is your strength again?
18.
You can just pick this up. No, you're ripping it
Okay.
out of the ground, but you can just rip this out of the ground.
Just gonna rip out of the ground with one hand, and just gonna kinda 15 feet, 25, and drop it in.
Okay.
See what happens.
You drop it in, it lands on the surface, and just lands on the surface, as though it has hit, I don't know, the floor.
Okay.
So it
Then I
doesn't
guess
fall down?
Falling
No, it just lands on the surface.
on the black surface.
Yes.
Huh.
That's interesting.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's all your actions.
Yeah, that's all my actions, so that's
Yeah.
me.
I don't want to do anything. I'm just waiting.
Me
You're not
neither.
doing anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, don't
Well,
let me
I'm
two
gonna
do.
stab it because it's just sitting there now.
Yeah.
Alright.
Move forward. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna move it.
stab it.
It's here.
Yeah.
Well, it's here. Wherever you can throw it.
Yeah, I can throw a thing. I can throw anything.
Okay,
Just sit next to me, for fuck's sake.
Nice.
Damn.
Double
Wow.
miss.
okay, cool. So that's
Wait. Okay, yeah, that's good. Never mind. Sorry, I thought I was rolling 2d6 for some reason.
sure.
Sneak
So
attack.
There's no advantage.
there is
What?
Petzl. Technically,
Pandal
yes, you get
is-
sneak
Pandal is
attack.
next to him.
If you're
you can
rolling
go
sneak
attack
attack,
on
you
the
will
first one.
auto kill it.
Do I get sneak attack?
Yes, because Pandal is next to him.
Oh, true.
You have
Yeah.
an ally adjacent. You should have actually got it in the last fight as well, because your familiar was next to it.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
only
I was
for
alone on the
should
last
remember
one.
that. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
it's very, very, very dead.
yeah, well, it was on 1 HP after the first 2 attacks, so it is dead. It is now a mass, and the moment it is dead, it falls down.
I kind of want to wipe my blades off on the halfling, but I won't.
That's interesting.
That's interesting.
Do that and die.
It'll insult you to death.
I'll like backpedal and just shout insults at you. Which is a bad time to point out that my movement is 25 feet.
And
The
she's a
lowest-
rogue,
my
which
movement
means
is
that her
30.
movement is 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a hollow threat, but damn it, I'll make it.
Can you sprint twice in a turn?
Yes, you can, as a rogue.
Then
Technically,
yes,
I can.
you can use up
I
to
can-
90 feet of movement in one turn because you are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Curious.
I am going
Um,
to poke it with my pinky.
You poke a solid surface that is completely cold and feels like as smooth as glass.
Mm.
I try to. I guess I throw my rope down, cause oh well.
Are you tying an end to anything?
I was gonna
You forgot.
I'll tie it to a nearby tree.
Does it feel like,
no, I'll tie it. Is this like? this a pillar or a rock?
If you
It's just a
if
rock.
you roll for it and you crit fail, you accidentally tie it to the halfling, thinking it's a rock.
I'll tie it to the archway and then I'll put it down.
All right. Okay. So that is going to take. Let's see. And then. All right. So you've got about 30. No. 20 feet
Yeah,
of rope
so-
to go down. Roughly.
Yeah, I sent 20 feet of rope down.
All right. Yeah. No, the rope goes through just fine. It comes taut, and as soon as it comes taut, normally you'd see it come sort of back up a bit and then go back down because rope. But it doesn't do that. It goes perfectly taut. As it falls down and then it can't come back up, so just taut.
See, when I'm touching it, does it actually feel like it is glass? Or it just feels like glass?
Perfectly smooth.
Does a lizard know what
Perfectly
glass is?
smooth and cold, somewhat like glass.
And I try to step on it with my hands on the rope.
Are her shoes gonna be like sucked in or something?
You step on it. You step on the surface, holding onto the rope.
I
Punch it.
try to walk around on the surface.
Yeah, you can. It's kind of slippy because it's perfectly. Actually, no, you can't walk around on the surface because it's perfectly smooth. There's no friction.
So I can't move my feet at all.
Slider.
Well, no, you can move your feet, but it doesn't move you because there's no friction. It's perfectly smooth.
Well,
Like, perfectly smooth.
you can walk on ice if you're.
This is
No,
like
Ice isn't
breaking
perfectly smooth.
Ice isn't perfect.
We're breaking
Yeah,
Newton's
true.
laws.
It's magic, right?
Well, I will
Literally.
pull myself out with the rope then.
Yeah, you can climb out because you can grab a side because you're not far enough away from anywhere for it to be a problem.
Yeah.
But
I just had the rope
What's-
just in case.
Once she's off, I'm going to try and just punch it as hard as I can.
I'm guessing
roll me strength.
I'm gonna
It's not
just
like
get
we're
rid of the
doing
rope out of my
anything, but-
inventory because I don't think I'm gonna get that back.
What is unarmed damage? It's just 1 damage plus your strength modifier, right?
Yeah, so 5.
So you take 5 points of damage as you just smash your fist into a perfectly solid surface.
Ow!
You need a hand there, buddy?
Oh my god. Would you like to roll that, Vicious Mockery?
I was gonna go for healing word or something, but vicious not gonna work.
I'm gonna.
I mean, you can roll a healing mode if you want.
Oh, sick.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, well, I
Oh,
hear you
well,
anyway,
okay
so
then.
get fucked.
Oh, so I take no damage. Excellent.
Wendy, you rolled terrible on that.
Yeah, you do.
A 1.
Yeah, oof.
What
I
were you
wrap my
doing,
knuckles
Mathias?
on it and I listen.
You wrap your knuckles on it. It doesn't make any sound. To make a sound, it has to vibrate. It does not move at
What
all.
the hell is this?
It kind of hurts. Well, it feels like wrapping your knuckles on stone. Just isn't
Maybe
fun.
identify it.
Well, I'm
Maybe
not
it is
like that.
secret. What?
I'm not actually gonna wrap my knuckles against a fucking rock.
Anne, what are you doing?
I'm just curious looking at what Mathias is doing.
Okay.
It doesn't make a sound. Anything that lives does not fall through it. How long does a tree live once you uproot it?
Um.
Oh, it's underneath this.
Oh, I just cut out for a second.
I mean,
Or
I
should
don't
we
know.
still collapse
I don't know if you'd know, but
this?
days.
Yeah. Well, I have +5 to nature, so I'm fairly confident.
Yeah, you would know. It would last. Trees can last quite a while after being uprooted.
So, theoretically, we could try and bash it with an entire tree if we build a contraption for it. Or we could collapse the archway into it. Or
I don't think strength is gonna solve this.
no, there's probably some riddle to it.
What are you gonna do? Throw money at it?
I'm not gonna throw money in there; it'll disappear.
Is that a wishing well?
Yeah.
Actually,
might
I don't
be.
know that. I mean, if you
I
want
threw a copper coin in.
The copper coin goes straight through and doesn't make a
The,
sound.
the lizard throws all his money in.
I drop about 25 gold. I don't. That's silly.
I'll make a wish for 2 copper coins.
2 copper coins do not return.
Darn it.
let's try and get this lit further off.
Matthias, would there be anything like this in your library? Anything about this?
Yargon,
That's fine, Tom. Yes, sorry.
would there be anything like this in my library?
No, you rolled Arcana. From everything you've read, you have no idea what this is. You've never heard mention of it. You've never seen anything like this. Don't think so.
I'm not gonna ask you lot to stand for it again. I bring out the lockbox. I open it. I bust out. I take out the book.
You open it and take out a book.
Yep. And I'm gonna try and identify this thing.
Okay. And this is gonna happen again. Neat. Spells with duration of instantaneous take effect on the turn they are cast, as well as the one they cast on. Cool. So you put your hand on it and you cast Identify. Now this, let me just check. One object. Yes, you don't learn anything.
God, fucking damn it!
Not an object. And the Flux rolled the double duration, which is a shame. I was hoping it was inversion, because then you would forget everything you know about it.
Holy shit, Rick, your keyboard is loud.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, yeah, what is everyone else doing whilst he is experimenting?
He literally has a book in his hand.
Which, for the record, worth a ton of money. Like, way more than he could possibly be worth. Which you will
Don't do that.
Hmm.
Oh look, I get to see the book because he pulled it out in his hands, in front of us. Sweet.
Saw it last time,
Yes.
through your cat's eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't know that though.
Anne, what are you doing?
I'm just trying to follow what Matthias is doing, I guess, to learn.
Do you
Or-
touch it? Because you haven't touched it yet.
No.
Okay. Rip. Sauriv, what are you doing?
I am looking at this arch and trying to find anything on it.
Anything on it in what way?
Like any writing, anything that could
Roll an
possibly...
investigation.
I'm so good at these. I'm so good at these.
No, you don't. You think you see what might be some inscribings, but you've no idea what they are. They might also just be scratches, you're not quite sure.
I'm
Huh.
just gonna say one of the smart ones.
Yes.
What is this? Is this writing here?
My god, Rick. Your keyboard.
Yargon, is this writing here?
Roll me an
I mean, I'm showing him it, but
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be investigation. It would be, I don't know, something.
Arcana.
No, perception, I suppose.
Perception.
Because you're
Is
attempting.
that the same
Pointing
thing?
out to me.
Yeah, no, because you're attempting to work out what it is. Just by looking at it, trying to define a mess and see if you can see any writing or things in it. It's very difficult to tell. If it isn't writing, it's very worn and it's there's been scratches and stuff over it. If it's not writing, it's kind of hard to tell. You can't.
oh, so you got a 16 then, because I assume you take the first
Oh,
roll.
right. Yeah.
Yes, we take the first roll.
Sorry.
So 16. It isn't. You do, however, see a depiction of what appears to be a fox.
Well.
A very sort of stylized version of a fox.
I would like to look at the inscriptions too, but I have to roll. I'm actually gonna roll with my cat.
What the hell is
You
this?
should throw your cat into it. That might be close enough to a fox.
No, I've already stepped on it and stuff. It's fine.
Who's touched it so far?
I've touched it.
I have to.
Touched it.
Let's see. Can
I
I
haven't
understand?
gone near it.
That's
Pandal,
only
man, touch
19.
Only 19.
Why do you want me to touch it?
Yeah, you see the
touched
fox as well.
I touched it. Touch it.
I don't want to touch it.
Touch it!
Andrew, it's alright.
I'll touch the thing.
Yeah, you feel the perfectly smooth, cold surface. It's quite
Can I
strange.
go?
Fine, I did it. You happy?
Can I
Yes,
go
I
wander
am.
off into the
Am,
forest and
touch
find
it.
a fox?
One
Okay.
moment.
I'm gonna throw a fox in there.
You can go attempt to be a ranger in a minute.
I'm gonna go sit on the rock and play my flute dejectedly.
Mathias, what did you say? And roll performance for that.
And touch it.
I touch it.
Okay, yeah, no, your hand goes through.
Mmm.
Can I get it out?
Yep.
Oh,
Good.
There's still rope in it.
There's like shock and then relief.
I'm about to walk up, then I see this.
Where's your performance? I need a performance for that flute.
Oh shit, sorry. Wait, distract everyone. No.
Performance.
Yes.
Yeah, no. It's really good, but
Not godlike. Just hella good.
okay.
the flute playing takes on an epic jazz.
I guess I walk over to the rope and try to descend.
Yes, you can. I suppose give me an athletics or
Maybe you
acrobatics.
should look down first, although sticking your head through it.
Okay, Yargon, important question. Can I play? Do I know any funeral tunes?
Uh,
Descends.
absolutely, and yes, you can play them very well.
There we go. I play a funeral song.
So, to the side.
Before she descends, can I tell her to grab my hand, or is it too late?
No, you can. Yeah, she's sort of
Okay,
grabbing the
I'm
rope.
Sure,
already.
I'll grab his hand.
Just in case.
Okay. So you're gonna try and descend one-handed down a rope whilst holding his hand.
Yeah.
Okay, well you rolled a 19, so you do it. As you descend, his hand, as soon as it makes contact, won't go through the surface.
I'll
It
let
also
go of his
means. Oh fuck's sake.
hand, and I'll keep climbing.
Get my coin if you can.
And as you descend into the pitch blackness, unable to see anything above or below you, we're
I
gonna end
would
there for
try to
today.
send more lights down if I can.
The same thing happens as last time.
Yeah. Okay.
And as Anne descends into the darkness, we're going to end there for today.
No, damn it.
Oh, excellent.
Cliffhanger.
No, this is a well hanger.
Yeah,
Hey.
I didn't want to say that.
I have one final question.
Yeah.
Does anyone know Magic Missile?
Yes.
No.
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 So the only one that could cast Magic Missile against the darkness is the one that went into the darkness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, Magic Missile has to be cast against a creature. Although, yes, I would allow you to cast it on the darknessy thing.
Oh well.
Oh well, who needs her?
This
I
is
mean,
an interesting
Verban.
situation.
Well, Rick, you best get your backup character ready.
We have already split the party.
Yes, we have
Quite
sent
forcibly.
the weakest character in the party, probably.
Aye.
Just in terms of HP, I imagine.
There is a
I
bard
know,
over
what
here.
is everyone's HP?
Yeah, I have 22 HP.
Me too.
I
Oh.
have 21.
Oh.
But
Oh, fair
Mathias is the weakest
Never mind.
in terms of HP.
I'm not the weakest.
What about
Me
AC?
either.
14.
I'm pretty sure
12.
I'm the best.
14, 12. What about you, Bart?
15.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the
so-
weakest on AC. Yeah.
Yeah.
At 19.
And I actually know how to
Fucking monster.
know how to use a short sword.
And I can get an extra 1, 2, 3, 4 with just attributes, and then an extra 2 with shield. With a shield, sorry. So.
I have an
yes.
AC of 16 and a HP of 37.
By the way, where was that like fox symbol? Where was it written down? In his book?
No, it on the
The
stone.
arch.
That's right.
Right
Yeah.
there.
That doesn't really
Yeah.
make sense to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
A part of me feels like we weren't supposed to cast Identify on it.
Part of me feels like
Oh,
this will all
shit.
make sense in
And
time.
that
And somebody's just
was the
descended
first part of the puzzle.
It kind of feels like somebody's just descended into a level 70 area in World of Warcraft. But
I'm the only one with a high enough level.
I'll play at your funeral.
you just did.
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like secretly almighty. I'm the only one who has a high enough level to descend.
Oh, shut up! Don't tell them. But with that, we are going to end there for today. So I'm going to end the recording, which means
Okay.
goodbye.
Okay. Goodbye.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bastards.